Kanisa la Mungu litasimama na nchi zetu zitasimama na ndoa zetu zitasimama. Ndani ya Yesu inawezekana, ndani ya Yesu inawezekana. Tuimbe tuseme inawezekana, ndani ya Yesu inawezekana. Kwa jina la Yesu inawezekana. Usiogope, tumwite Yesu, anaweza yote, Mungu asiyoshindwa. Hey, inawezekana. Maisha yetu yatabadilika, masomo yetu yatainuka, biashara zetu zitaendelea. Ndani ya Yesu inawezekana, ndani ya Yesu inawezekana. Tuimbe tuseme inawezekana, ndani ya Yesu inawezekana. Jina la Yesu inawezekana. Tujipe moyo. Hey, hey, hey. Anasikia, anajibu, yote inawezekana. Afya zetu zitaimarika, viwete wote watatembea, vipofu wote nao wataona. Kwa jina la Yesu inawezekana, ndani ya Yesu inawezekana. Tuimbe tuseme inawezekana, ndani ya Yesu inawezekana. Kwa jina la Yesu inawezekana. Usiogope, tumwite Yesu, anaweza yote, Mungu asiyoshindwa. Hey, inawezekana. Magonjwa yote atashindwa, korona yote, ukimwi wote na kansa zote zitashindwa. Kwa jina la Yesu inawezekana, ndani ya Yesu inawezekana. Tuimbe tuseme inawezekana, ndani ya Yesu inawezekana. Kwa jina la Yesu inawezekana. Tujipe moyo. Hey, hey, hey. Anasikia, anajibu, yote inawezekana. Familia zetu zitaendelea, mabwana zetu, mabibi zetu na watoto wetu watabarikiwa. Ndani ya Yesu inawezekana, ndani ya Yesu inawezekana. Tuimbe tuseme inawezekana, ndani ya Yesu inawezekana. Kwa jina la Yesu inawezekana, ndani ya Yesu inawezekana. Tuimbe tuseme inawezekana, ndani ya Yesu inawezekana. Kwa jina la Yesu inawezekana. Tujipe moyo. Hey, hey, hey. Anasikia, anajibu, yote inawezekana.
How are you guys? Welcome one, welcome all. Good evening, good morning, good night. From wherever you are watching us from, let me take this opportunity to welcome you all to today's live session. Today is a Saturday. My time is 8:58 a.m. very early in the morning on a Saturday morning here in Texas. So I know most people in East Africa, you are in the last minute rush before you end the day. For me, I just started the day. And I am so grateful to God to give me this opportunity to come to this live. I didn't schedule this for long. It's like for like the last 15 minutes. And I was like, I have 1 hour. I can come here and do 1, 2, 3 with you. So how have you been? Let me know if my audio, my video is loud and clear. Loud and clear. Is it loud and clear? Tuko aje? Tuko aje? As you continue coming in, like the video, that is the only thing you can do. Like the video, I can only see three likes. Oh my goodness, guys, let's continue liking the video. I can see almost 60 people watching. Those people watching, convert those views to likes so that we can continue. So thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So my name is Shiko Hope, and this channel is Shiko Hope TV USA. Here we give nothing but hope. Here we give nothing but hope. This is a home of hope. Yes. And today we are doing the same thing, giving hope. Giving hope. Guys, let's continue liking the video. Tafadhali. Once you come in, like the video. Once you come in, like the video. I want those eyes to be converted to likes. I can see 60 eyes watching. Even if you are watching from your TV, get your phone and like so that many people will be recommended this video and they will come and join us. Yes, so as the title suggests, it is saying Shiko Hope 5 years in the US. Sila ikuwa testimony ama testimony Saturday. Testimony Saturday. Because you have been coming to me, Shiko, how did you go about this? Shiko, how did you start? Shiko, how did you do this when you reach this point, when you first moved to the US? And before we do that, I just want to remind you that Fins Abroad Services, we have opened our offices in Nairobi, Kenya, and we are located along Savo Road in the building called Savo Road Trade Center. We are in 3rd floor, room number 315. And if you want to get in touch with us, there is a phone number you can call during office hours. Don't call at night. Just call during office hours. You can WhatsApp. The phone number is +254 115 411 314. When you do that, you will get in touch with us, Fins Abroad Services. If you are new here and you didn't join us during our last weekend live, I told you it is the same as Fins Immigration Services. But when we were registering the business, the immigration services name was not approved, so we went with Abroad Services. So Fins Abroad Services and Fins Immigration Services, they are all the same thing. They are one same thing. So today is about Shiko Hope and her 5 years in the US. I recently got my citizenship. Glory to God. I have been living in the US for the last 5 years. 5 years, because I came in 2018 January. I arrived here at some minutes past 3 p.m. on a January afternoon, date 19. So I'm 81. I'm 5 years old in the US, and I'm proud US citizen. Where is my flag? I hope someone. I think someone took it. So I'm so glad to have achieved this citizenship. It is not something to take for granted. It did not come just like pap. It was a journey, rough roads, smooth roads somewhere. There were some valleys, there were some rivers we crossed. There was a lot of struggles, a lot of challenges, a lot of cries and tears, a lot of laughs. along the way. So in the comments below, you can ask me a question on how maybe you might be having a question. Shiko, how did you go about it? Shiko, how can you tackle this challenge? Maybe you're already in the US, maybe you have been in the US and you don't know how to go about it. I'm not like I have achieved. No, I'm giving my story or my testimony because as I have told you, it still is a journey. Okay? Yes, so today we are talking about Shiko. About Shikos. About Shiko. Any question maybe you have been having, and you don't know where and you don't know how to ask, now I have given you that chance. Go ahead and ask me. Go ahead and ask the question. I want to read your comments from my laptop here so that we can go together. So today we are talking about Shiko Hope. Shiko Hope. I want to read your comments. I don't know. Let me see from here. We continue liking the video. I acknowledge all of you from Botswana. I see you, Stella. I see everybody who is here. Feel appreciated. Feel appreciated. Comments. Today, let's talk about Shiko Hope. Let's talk about Shiko Hope today. Alex, I gave the number. Okay, all the details about the Finns offices in Nairobi, they are there. You see those writings zenye zinapita chini ya screen? That is the information. And my internet today is behaving good. Everything is legible. So the number is well written there, the direction to our offices. So you're good to go, Alex. Get in touch with us. Koiwa Kamau, you're saying congrats for the 5 years. Thank you. Thank you, Massimo Teru. I see you. You receive it in Jesus' name. Susan, it's already 5 years since I came here. Time really flies very, very fast. Very, 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 very fast. Judith Mwende, you have a review. You're saying that you visited Finn's office Nairobi and you were pleased with the reception. Thank you so much. Welcome again. Thank you so much, Kevin. James, you're saying congratulations, 5 years in the US. It's God. We are proud of you watching from Kiambu. Amen. We give God all the glory. We give God all the glory. Jacqueline, which church do you worship with there in the US? Oh, that's a good question. Jacqueline Jockey. So here, since I came to the US, I have been worshiping in different churches. But right now, since last year, I am in one church where my kids feel they fit. You know, before you settle in a church, you maybe, some are very lucky. You come here and the first church you go, you fit there. For me, I am a family mama. I have a teenager. I have preteen, and also I have young ones. And I am also an adult. For me, I can fit anywhere. So long as it is the word of God, I can fit anywhere. But because I have the little ones and I want them to grow in the ways of the Lord, I have to look for somewhere they also fit and they feel comfortable. So God provided us a church last year where we all fit and we worship in one community church in Plano, Texas. So that's where we all go to church, where we worship. There's one community church. And and as we are speaking right now, Shiro is not here with us. She is at camp. She went yesterday for a camp with the same church. So that church is all rounded. So that's where we worship. Thank you so much, Jacqueline, for that question. Alex, get in touch with us. I see your question. Koiwa Kamawa, January uliingia na winter. Yes, it was very, very cold. I remember the degrees were 13 degrees Fahrenheit when we arrived in the US in January 19, 2018. Mm-hmm. Faith Bow, I see you, I see you, I see you. ABM Scholars, Dania Nyumba. No questions on my end. Just congratulate you for your consistency on YouTube. Keep it up, Shiko. Thank you so much, ABM Scholars. You are my mentor. You you motivated me to keep doing videos, and I'm still doing it. Thank you so much for watching. James Naomi. Oi. We are proud of you, Shiko. I hope today the power will behave unlike last Saturday, watching from Kiambu. Oh, yes. Yes, not yesterday. Last weekend, I was live, but immediately my internet behaved. Now you are power, the whole of Kenya. But we did almost 2 hours live last Saturday. Hopefully today the power will behave. Damaris, Shiko, please leave the location and office phone in the comment section. Damaris, Nairobi. All right. It is there on your screen, Damaris. On your screen, those writings that zenye zinapita hapo chini ya screen. That is the location and the contacts where you can reach us. Oh, you're saying numbers are too tiny? Okay. Ibia, you are saying 5 years in the US, outstanding. Now you are part of the people of the US. Yeah, it feels so good. I know you have been a citizen for a while, but for me, I feel like I just came to America. That is that feeling that comes when you become a citizen. You feel like you are not in America before. Now it is the time. The way those people talk to you, you feel like, was I in America before? I'm just arrived. There is that good, heavenly feeling. Eric Kamanzi, thank all for your efforts on convincing us, especially Yushiko and EBM. You're really giving us a lot of hope. We will pass Green Card 2024, waiting for results. All the best to everyone who applied last year. Arnold family, this is Arnold family, Minnesota. Congrats, Shiko Hope, for the milestone from both YouTube and being a citizen. Continue encouraging young and old ones to come to the US. All right, thank you so much, Arnold. I hope Minnesota is treating you well. Arnold was a DV 2022 winner. Arnold has been a journey. I know you too. In 4 years to come, you will also become a citizen very, very soon. Very, very soon, Arnold. And all the best. Here we are. Spring, summer, you saying, what are your 3 positives and 3 negatives of living in the US? Oh my goodness. Can I start with the negatives or I start with positives? Neza na gani? Let me start with neza na gani? Positive, negative, positive, negative. Let me start with positive. One positive of living in the US is there is a lot of opportunities, and those opportunities will not come get you, you'll go get them. So that is one positive, a lot of opportunities. Number 2, security. And I know many people will question a lot of, will put a lot of question on the security matters, but for me, I feel secure more here than when I'm back home. Number 3, can I just say money? Yes. Opportunities and money are 2 different things. So a lot of opportunities, security and money. Negatives, I would say we are busy bees, no time to relax, no time to rest. You can also neglect your family if you're not careful. You can neglect your kids if you're not careful. Looking for the opportunities, I said the positive side, and looking for the money. So that's one of the negative or negatives. Number 2, no social life. Yes, that is a negative, no social life. And number 3, number 3, I think the positives are more than the negatives. Yeah, those are the ones that I can talk about. Yes. Said Tofik, very inspiring. Mwanamke bomba, wewe. Thank you, Said. Koiwa Kamau, how long did it take between the winning of the green card and the actual traveling? Does it have any time limitations? Oh, that's a good one, Koi. It depends with the case number. For us, we were case number 8,000. So after getting the result in May, we received, we went current in October. That's when we received our 2NL. The same year, you receive, like this year, the ones who will receive, who will be selected in May, we received our 2NL in October, the same year. And December 22, that's when we went for our interview. And we traveled in the next 2 weeks, because after December interview, 3 days, actually it was on 28th when we got our visas from the DHL. From the DHL office, we went straight to booking our flights. Sisi hatukuwa tunacheza. You are like, let's move before Trump interrupts. Because that is the time when Trump was, the former president, was like against this green card stuff and immigrants and the stuff. So we were like, let's move before this man interrupts. So after we got our documents from DHL, straight to IOM in Westlands. I can't remember. That's why we booked our flights. So we went home with our visas and our tickets. And then we now started disposing our stuff, selling and giving out to whoever we want. And then we started shopping. Now it is the new year, and we left Nairobi on the night of 18th January. And many people who had visas before us, we were not even ready to book their tickets, because it depends with how you want to plan, or maybe you want to resign from your job, you want to do 1, 2, 3. For us, we were like, it is like yesterday, let's keep moving. Yeah. So it depends with your case number, and also depends with how fast you want to travel. Because you might be having you want to be ready to travel, but you are not current, you have not been called for the interview. So it depends with a case number, and also how ready you want to travel. I see you, Florence from Cameroon. Thank you so much for tuning in. Deny Faith, you saying you from Cameroon. What if maybe I need a phone service? How do I go about it? Or it's limited only to Kenya? No, we are global. Just get in touch with us. You can reach us through WhatsApp. If you're out of Kenya, WhatsApp us and we'll definitely help you. Samuel Dongo unasema simu yangu mbona hai. I reach you through Facebook. I did get you. I text you a lot, Aki. I'm waiting your reply. Oh yeah. Hopefully I will get back to you. I get so many inboxes, but whenever I have time, I get back to them. The best thing, if you need our services, this number will get back to you on Monday. Zimasa from South Africa, I see you. James Gediyu from Wangige. How are you? How are you? How are you? Uh, I see you. Today I'm doing the questions you are asking about Shiko Hope. Yes. Shiko Hope, kindly update us about fees abroad hosting single families for children of school going. We don't do schools, not schools, sorry. We are not hosting children at the moment. We are not hosting children at the moment. Gatopama, I see you. Joki Shege, I see you, I see you, I see you. Hi. Spring summer, will you do weekly live streams before May 6th like you did last year? Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Hopefully every weekend. Hopefully every weekend, but not on 1st April. On 1st April, I will not be able to do a live session. But from today up to 6th May, we will be doing weekend lives. We started last week and we will continue except on April 1st. Joki Shege, I pray I win. If I win and join you to follow your footsteps. All the best, Joki. All the best. Liz Dongo, how did you buy your first house? And how can you advise on buying on duplex house or single house? Wonderful. I was expecting this question because some people are Shiko. You became a citizen in 5 years when you already have a second house. How did you go about buying the first house and how? So I was expecting this question. So Liz, your question is how did you buy your first house and how can you advise on buying? Okay. We bought our first house when we were 2 years in the US. 2 years. And I did a video on how we started life. If I can take you back to about where we have been living, I did a video on how we started life. And sometimes I flash back and I also don't understand. I also don't understand because we didn't live at our host place for more than 2 months. Actually, we stayed at their place for less than 2 months. And we moved to our apartment. It was a 2-bedroom apartment. And it had a garage. That house, it was so good. Although it was empty, but we didn't have those furniture and everything. It was empty. Our dining was a Masai shuka. If you have watched that video, you can understand what I'm talking about. So after we moved to our first apartment, we lived there for 1 year. And then we moved because on our first apartment, we had to put a deposit. Remember, we didn't have a credit. So they asked us to pay for a deposit, 1 month rent. So we were paying that apartment 1,200. And then we paid a deposit 1,200. So we paid a total of 2,400. And now it was inconvenience in a way because our kids, the school they were going to, that apartment or those apartments, there was no school bus. So it was our responsibility to take them to school and take them from school. So we decided to move to another apartment where there is a school bus. So the two main reasons why we moved from the first apartment is we wanted our deposit money back, of course, and the school bus. So we moved to our second apartment. When we moved there, we did not stay in our comfort zone. Hey, now we have our deposit money back, and now the kids have a school bus. No. Now that's where we started thinking about buying a home. Remember, you have been living in America for 1 year, for the past 1 year. And the people we are asking about how to go about buying a home, they were like, hey, you just came, guys, relax. Make your credit, blah, blah, blah. But for me, I was like, I have been here for the last 1 year. I have filed taxes. And now it is my high time to go about getting a home. My family is big. Even the 2-bedroom apartment was not enough for us. And that is why now my kids started saying, Mommy, tunataka msista mdogo. Now I was like, 4 kids in a 2-bedroom apartment? No. So we started now looking for a house. And the best thing and the best place to look for information is where the information is. Don't go to someone who is telling you can't do it, you just came, you don't have a credit. No, so long as you know yourself, go to the real person who can advise better. So we went to a realtor. A realtor advised us, yes, you have filed taxes, you are good to go. Your credit is good. Continue or maintain there and start now doing the house hunting. And they guided us on how to go about how you can buy a home, the first-time homeowners, if you are a veteran, the loans you can apply. So they took us through the process, and we didn't know there are those opportunities. As I told you, as I answered Jacqueline Jockey's question about the opportunities are there. It is for you to go for the opportunity. The opportunity will not come for you. So we moved without anybody's direction. God directed us to that realtor, and they guided us on how to go about it. So we moved to our second apartment in March. In August, we started the process of house hunting and everything. But before you can go to house hunting, we went to the real estate, and they guided us on how to go about the stuff. We have choices. Are you going with choice A, B, C, or D? They advise us, for you better go with the choice B. So they took us through, and that was in August when we first met. And then our subsequent meetings, they were affected by COVID, because that was in 2019 now. So we were not meeting as usual. We were now communicating. Sometimes they want us to meet. I have to be there, Babashiro has to be there. But because our job schedules, when I'm available, he's not available. But we made it through, because in 2020, April 9, was it in April? Yes, that was in Easter. April 9, that's when we signed, or we closed for our home. We closed for our home in 2020. So buying a home, it is not like unaenda kwa duka, you buy it is not the way that you go to a shop and you buy a bread. You pasio mkate. It is a process. So you can imagine from August to April, but it was, of course, affected by COVID. We could have maybe closed earlier, but please, like God, we made it through. And on the 13th of April, we moved to our first home. By that time, that was in April, I was like 8 months pregnant now. When I got a chance, an opportunity that I am eligible to get a home, and my credit qualifies. Now we are in the process of looking for a house. Sasa na hawa wasichana wanataka msista mdogo, mimi nikafanya ile kitu. So we moved in April 13, and in May 21st, baby Favor was born. So it is a blessing after blessing after blessing, although it was during COVID. Your next question is about duplex house or single house. For me, I would definitely go with a standalone house. Definitely. Because I have my own fence. I can plant whatever I want. My kids can go outside and play without anybody asking a question. A standalone house is the way to go if you have a family, that is. If you have children who are like my kids' age, they want to jump here, up and down and everything. I think I have answered your question, Liz. I hope I have answered your question. But when you are buying a house, you need to make sure you are employed. If you are part-time, you have to maintain that part-time, or you go to full-time, but don't move from full-time to part-time. If you have to change job, just upgrade, don't downgrade. If maybe you want to change job from $14 to $20, you can do that, but you can't move from $20 to $18 because of ABCD. No. Once you start the process, it is like you have been caged in a pen where you can't do some major changes at your workplace, because your credit score is monitored, your income is also monitored, and before you get the final approval, they will do another check. And when the underwriter is with your case, now that's where you are like fingers crossed. He can approve or not. So don't do anything that can affect your credit score or your income when you're in a process of a home buying. Yes, so that is how we bought our first house. Oh my goodness. I am reading the comments here. Oh my goodness. Saradu, are you sure about security? Yes. I am very sure. When I said the positive of US is security, I know what I'm talking about. When I'm in the US, I feel very safe than when I'm in Kenya. Sarah, I know. Those people who are in the US can attest to that. In the US, you see this phone? I can go with my phone recording whoever I want without anybody coming pickpocketing or maybe grabbing my phone. I can put it in my jeans pocket at back and walk freely without anybody getting my phone. Even there is a time I dropped my phone when I was in the store. And then I shopped, went to the car, and then I was like, let me put Google Map so that I was to go somewhere. And I realized I don't have a phone. So I dropped my phone. I went back to the store and someone picked the phone and took it to the customer service. I found it they are very, very safe. Even before I started driving, I took an Uber to workplace. And as I was getting my badge to clock in, I dropped my wallet and I didn't notice. It had my green card. You know, when I was very new, I was carrying my green card everywhere I was going. It had my green card and all my cards, my ID and everything. By the time I was clocking out from work, I realized I don't have my wallet. Guy, I started looking there. Someone told me, go to the customer service and ask if someone took your wallet to the customer service. And I found it there with my green card. Imagine. Niambie kama ni Kenya, ningepata. Another thing about security is, I know people will like, and I said that many people will ask about the security I am talking about in America. The mentality that people have in Kenya is like people in America go shooting people in anyhow without because guns are allowed. No, it is not like that. They get those guns for their own security. Even if I want a gun, I'll just get one. So even in Kenya or in Africa, we have so many insecurity issues. If I compare insecurity issues in Kenya and insecurity issues in America, mimi nakibia America mara moja. Kenya, it is not safe. It is not safe in Kenya. Here, all the homes, they have cameras. In Kenya, anybody can do anything to you and nothing, and nobody will know what happened. Sitaki kuenda sana, but security in America is paramount than in Africa. That is my stand. That is my stand. If, for example, you have enough money to rent my first house and buy a car, what is the procedure, or is it a must to be hosted? Kindly advise. If your host is someone who can go or above and beyond to co-sign or look for an apartment for you, that will be great. That will be great. But if you don't have a credit like us, you will have to wait for the papers, of course, to get a green card for your identification, to get your ID, and that one you can't get in a day or in a week. For ID, you have to be to have lived here for the last 1 month, and for the green card can come a month, between a month and 3 months. So you have to be hosted by someone. If you saw someone came direct from Africa to their own house or their own apartment, though that house is not in their name, that house is in their cosigner, can be their host who signed for them to get that house. But that house, must say you can't come all the way from Kenya, you come to your apartment with your name. That one is a no. You'll come to an apartment, the list is not on your name, it is on someone else's name. Okay, are we still liking the video, guys? Let me see if we are still liking the video. Tumefika wapi kwa likes? Tumefika wapi kwa likes? Continue liking the video, guys. Okay. Saradu, how is the daycare business? Woo! Umeguza ile nini? Ile mokiha hii. So daycare business is so good. I can't complain, so far so good. And sometimes I tuna myself like this and I'm like, kwa nini hukuanza mapema? It is good. I thank God for this daycare business. I thank God for it. If you have scholars is saying another negative, not good nyama choma. We do have a kienyeji nyama choma, but you can't compare that with the opportunities we have here. Bernard Nicolas Shiko, amazing how I introduced Habi here later to find out he worked with Papa Shiro back then. Wow, he was even among the team who visited my baby. Oh my goodness. Hii dunia ni kidogo. Ay. Say hi to him. Say hi to your hubby. Wait. I'm looking for the comments. Otumba, congratulations, Shiko. I'm proud of you. Did the children and the great man get their citizenship? Of course. Otumba, it's like you didn't watch the citizenship video. We went with Papa Shiro on the day of citizenship and the interview. We were together the same day. We were scheduled the same day interview, the same day's citizenship or the oath ceremony. And many people are asking, Shiko, you are not the principal applicant during green card, and how comes you are being scheduled before the principal applicant? That was Papa Shiro. So when you arrive in America at the airport and you are admitted, that's why I'm a principal applicant in Aisha. Everybody for himself. There is no principal applicant when you're in America as a permanent resident. No. We are all equal. Shiro, their dad, me, we are all equal. Everybody gets their own green card. So when we did our citizenship, I was the first to go. I got my citizenship some hours before him. And immediately I became a citizen. I was the first one, right? Immediately I became a citizen. My kids too got their citizenship automatically because they are under 18. When one parent becomes a citizen, the kids automatically becomes citizens as well. So the next thing we want to do is to get the passport because they didn't get the certificate. The kids didn't get the certificate. So applying for the passport, we apply all of our passports together. So our passport will come all because the 5 of us, because Baby Favor is a citizen already, 5 of us, our passports will come together as a batch. The US passports. That will what they'll be using to show they are US citizens. For us, we have the certificate to show. And now the passport will be coming in a few weeks. So we are all citizens for Tumba. We are all citizens and we thank God. Can Fins host a couple without children? Yes. I'm looking for the questions. Today we are asking Shiko Hope questions about her journey in the US for the last 5 years. David Karanja, hi Shiko, can I do a wedding after winning? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. For us, we had not. We did have a marriage certificate when we were applying for green cards and everything. When we got selected, that's when we went for the AG and we booked to be put online for our wedding. You know, our wedding is just getting that marriage certificate. So we got our marriage certificate after. I just said that we got our results in May, and we immediately booked for our wedding at the AG's office. We did in July, 22nd July 2017. That's when we did our wedding at the AG's office. 2 months after getting the results. But we have been married before, remember? So when we went to the AG's office, we went with an affidavit of marriage, of course. We have to get that from the lawyer to show we have been married traditionally. So even when we were going for the AG, they will know these people have been married traditionally. They all want to get a marriage certificate. And we did our marriage on 22nd of July 2017, and we went home with a marriage certificate. By the time we were going for the interview in December, we already had our marriage certificates. So later, okay, when we did our wedding at the AG's office, it was just 4 people, 2 of us and 2 witnesses. Even our kids, they did not attend the wedding. They have been complaining. So later, 5 years later, when we were in the US, this was last month, that's when we did our church wedding na nimeachia hapo. Na nikawekwa pete. So you can do as many weddings as possible, because the first wedding I did was Wama Fefeine, and then we did AG's office. No, we did Wama Fefeine, we did traditional, the ratio and whatever. We did AG, and then last month we did church wedding. Tumebakisha gani? Tumebakisha ingine moja. Okay? Ni gani? All right. Today we are answering Shiko Hope's question. The question that you inbox me, telling she could do a video about this. Today I'm answering you one-on-one. Levy, kindly let me know how long one is allowed to have a stay with only a passport. It will depend on your kind of visa. Hey, you Kevin. Shiko, how was your experience with your host when you got to America? That's a good question. Our host was our relative, actually. Our experience was not that bad, but you know, we always comes with high expectations, which you on a character development, you are like, oh my goodness, this is not America I was expecting. But the moment you do what? The moment you accept this is you, this is life, you have to face it like a woman, like a man. Mambo inatake mkondo, another nini. Things take another route, and you face the reality. So our host did a commendable job of making us move as fast as possible. If it was not for the host, we could maybe have been very slow. But they did good job making us tunapambana na hali as fast as possible. That is the best thing they did. They showed us this is a country of opportunities. The opportunities are there, go get the opportunities. And you need to be a go-getter in this country. Don't say that there is alisema nini? Don't say that there is a right job. There is not a right job in America. If you come here with a right job in mind, I can't do this job, I can't do this job, you are in the wrong place. There is no right job in the US. If you are taking notes, write that. There is no right job in the US. You take whatever is available, the opportunities are there. You take whatever is available as you look for the next or for the better one than the one you already have at hand. So the experience was not bad, and we left and we are still in good relationship with them. All right. Mambo Shiko, mtu akiwin green card anafaa kuwa azipange nakaa how much kwa account. Just have something to keep you going. The best thing with green card is you don't spend all at once. You are given some time to look for money for the next process stage. Like right now in May, the money you need is maybe to get passport for your kids. If they don't have, maybe to fill the DS260 if you can't do it yourself. But the most the stage that you need a lot of money is during interview, is during medicals and during interview. That's where you will need a lot of money. And that, of course, it is not in May, it is not in June, not in July, not in August, not in September. Definitely from October, that's where the appointment will start. Okay? Julius, you're most welcome. You're most welcome. Kevin, how long did it take you to get a credit card? Oh, let me kuda maji hapa. We got our credit card 1 month when we were 1 month in America. That's when we got our credit card, because we had to get an ID. And yeah, an ID, that is a driver's license. So after we got it, we went and applied for a credit card, which I still use. The one I still have right now is the one that I got when I was 1 month old in America. And it is making me build my credit. I built my credit to get my first house, to get my second house, to get our cars, and so on and so forth. Because here, credit card is the way to go. All right. Shiko baby, I see you. Jennifer, I see you. Catherine Edwards, hi Shiko, the first 2 or 3 months on arrival, can one be able to go to CNA school and start the job in 1 month time? Because I understand private and community colleges have a different duration. Of course you can. 2-3 months, you are supposed to, yeah, you can have accomplished your CNA. I think they do 2 months. It depends with the college, of course, but you can do it. It is doable. I am Bombale. Your question is, can I still be successful in the US at 40 years of age? When you host winners, they stay in Princeton only. Sorry, I came late. Okay. About your age, successful in US at 40 years. 40 years, you just started life. You so young. You so young. When I came to the US, I was 29. Nilikuwa najiona nimezeeka. But later to know, many people are coming here even when they are 60, 70. Imagine. So at 40, you just started life and you can thrive. You can thrive in the US. It doesn't matter your age. It doesn't matter. When you host winners, they stay in Princeton only. Sorry, I came late. Okay. when we host our guests, they stay in Texas, in Dallas area. Dallas is big. So we don't have interstate residences at the moment. When you're filing the S260, you need your mother D. Aki, I can't remember. Today, my mind is wired to Shiko Hope's story. Please allow me not to answer you. Nisikupoteze, please. Because I can't remember at this time what we need for DS260, please. Please. Nisikupoteze. Hi, Shiko nakupenda, but you don't reply to people's messages. Are you sure? Are you sure I don't reply? Messages on YouTube? Are you sure? Uh, the questions. James Gedeye, you are waiting for your 2NL. It will be coming. Your case number is so close. Joki Shage. Look at the question Joki is asking me. Can I buy a house when I'm single and a mom of one? Yes, you can. We have been seeing people buying homes even when they are 18, 20, even without kids, very young. So even being a single mother, it doesn't matter. It matters with what you want and what you want to do with what you have. Okay, Joki? Yeah. In America, it doesn't matter whether you are a single mom or a single dad or single or married. Here you can do anything. We, sijui kama nimeruka questions. The comments zimeenda juu. Isaac, Shiko, did you go to the US already knowing how to drive, or you learned there how to drive? Hey, Isaac, I didn't know how to drive when I was coming to the US. I posted a video on how I trained to drive. Go watch that video on how Shiko Hope learned how to drive in the US. You are going to laugh at me. Wait. Hey. Koiwa Kamau, you are asking, when does this social security card come after arriving there as a green card holder? Can someone work before this card arrives? No, you can't work before you get this card. It doesn't take a long time to come. For us, it took 1 week. At the end of 1 week, we got our social security card, applied jobs. By the end of 2nd week, I was already working. Babashiro took a while because I don't know what happened, because we were applying for the job the same place, but he took 1 month to start working. And it also depends on where you are, because like people in, I have a friend who is in Kansas City, has took like 3 months to arrive. I don't know why. I don't know. But in Texas, most of the people that we host the years arrive at between 5 and 7 days. So that is it. Buddha, I see you watching from Kinshasa. Shiko, please tell us your first experience driving. Oh, yes, this is a good one. First experience driving on the road, on the USA road, just can't imagine. So the first time I went behind the wheel all by myself, I didn't have otherwise. It was on a third day. We were taking our off days the same days. So we were taking our off days on Thursdays and Sundays. So on this particular Thursday, the kids are at school and dad has to be at home so that he can go get them from school. So he dropped them at school in the morning, and then he had an appointment with another friend. So the friend came, picked him, they left our car at home, they went. So they took longer than expected. And here I am looking at the time, watoto, the kids are released from school. Calling dad, he's nowhere close to home. What can I do? Huh? I just put Ian. By the time Ian was around 3 years, car seat behind, and he drove to school to pick them. On the way, I was like, do these people know I'm a learner? Do these people know I can mess? But by God's grace, I went, picked them from school, and they were, Mom, ko peke yako? Wapi daddy? Mom, you know how to drive all by yourself? Yes. So that is the first time I drove all by myself. And from that time, when he came from work, from his appointment, he asked me, Nani aliendea watoto? And I was like, I did it. He asked them, Mom came and picked us. So he was like, this is the first time and the last time I will be doing it. You are now on your own. You did well. You didn't crash. So long as you pay attention on the road, the traffic lights, remember to indicate, you good to go. I was shaking. So he got another job, which was going on weekends. So I had to go to church. I started now driving to church. By this time, remember, I even didn't have done the road test itself. I was now driving to church with the kids. But later, and I did that. I drove for about a longer period of time. I don't want to disclose this, but I really drove, or I was driving without someone, because this is America and we have to get going. And then I went for my road test and I passed. I went for my road test and I passed, and then we bought our second car, because I had joined college and no one will be there to take me to college. So shida yako inakufanya unatoka from your comfort zone to another level. My problem made me went for the road test, and now we got our second car. That was 1 year later. For the first year, we were using one car. We bought our second car in our second year. It was a Nissan Rogue. I loved that car. Oh my God. I really loved that car. Mm-hmm. You people, you are the founder. You are saying that unaona ganko yangu anaitwa Kipe, ashikagi simu, kwani mkifika huko fomu ni kuonana tu mneti. We, acha ninyamaze. James Naomi, hata huwezi tuitia keki surely Shiko, but ni sawa. keki ilikuwa Evans, you are saying tumebakisha Kamwiste. We started with Kamwiste. We went traditional, we went AG, and then last month we did church. So oh my goodness. This is a very good question, Jackie. Shiko, after how long can one start a business if they come on a green card? Anytime you can start a business in the US, anytime. And let me tell you one thing, starting a business in the US is very easy, and it is easier even than in Kenya. Ukweli wa mambo ndio hiyo. Starting a business in America is easier than starting a business in Kenya. I'm telling you. By the time I was starting my business here in the US, I was not a citizen by that time. Remember, I started my business in January, but getting my license, applying for my license and everything, I did last year from October all the way to December. I was not a citizen by that time. And it also depends with the kind of a business you are starting. For me, I had to get licensed. So for my business, I have 2 licenses, my own license and my business license. Okay. My own license is I can start as many businesses as I want. I don't have limitation, but my business is the only business they know. If I want to start another business, I'll get another license for the next business. But my license as a director, it is alone. It stands alone, and it is very, very easy to start a business. Many people don't have this information, but the moment you start the process, you know how to go about it. The question is, how long can one start? Anytime. Even if you come today and you want to start a business, just go to the website or your state's website and know what is required, and you'll be good to go. You'll be good to go. I just said, sometimes I punch myself and I'm like, Shiko, kwa nini haukuanza hii kitu mapema? But God's time is always the best. A business is a way to go in the US. If you have a business, you are on the right track. You are on the right track. Jackie, you can. Yes. Anytime. Anytime. And there are so many grants that you can get if you have a business. Small businesses, they got so many grants. You just go for the opportunities, guys. Sitaki kusema sana. Sitaki kusema sana. Estelle David, starting a business is a yes, it is very easy. Considering you have started a business in Kenya. When I was in Kenya, we had started a business. It was a registered company. But mimi nilikuwa tu kwa management. I don't know how he went about registering a business, but the Fins Abroad service, the one that we started in Nairobi, I am the one who is on the records. So I know how to go about starting a business in Kenya and starting a business in the US. Two different things. Two different. Very, very different. But in US, it's easier than in Kenya. Raymond, Shiko, if I win, I want you to host me and we'll send money for 3 months lease. We'll talk to our Nairobi office and get connected. Okay, Angela Kenyua, this is a good question. Shiko, talk about how African men are racially profiled and are easily harassed or stopped by police, and congratulations again. Ooh, asante. Okay, African men are racially profiled. For me, I'm not a man. Yes, I'm an African and I'm not a man. But what I can say is, I also have a son. Ian is my son, and he's becoming a man, right? And what I can say about racism against Africans and Black people is that for me, I don't know if I see things positively or what, because I have never, or maybe Babashiro have never met those people, those cops who harass people. Imagine he has never. The moment he was stopped, he was on the wrong. The moment he was stopped by a policeman and pulled over, he was on the wrong. And they did not harass him. He was treated like any other person. So maybe in some states, I don't know. I can't say there is no racism. I can't say that. But my man have never been harassed. That's what I can say. Because if he has been, nigejua too. And also my friends, the ones that we normally talk with, even our neighbors here, so many people, the ones we go to church with, so many people, sijaona mwenye amewahi harasiwa. It is just maybe, I don't know. Maybe it depends with where you are, because I know in Dallas downtown, there are so many those kind of cases in Dallas downtown. But if you are living in Mashinani like Shiko, and somewhere good, let me just say it is okay. It is okay. For me, the only case I can say about the policeman harassing a black person is about the George Floyd, the one that everybody knows about. Yeah. Okay. Kevin Brighton, what is the procedure in looking for a job when someone had won the green card? If you're already in the US, so many job what? Zinatagwaje hizi akina Indeed. Zinatagwaje job search, where you can go and search jobs. You can also do walk-ins. Maybe, for example, you have been applying online and you're not getting a job. Okay, they're not getting back to you. Maybe you call them, or maybe you do a walk-in. That's what we do. For me, what I did, we applied online. So many places. I was applying for caregiving. I was applying for stores. I was applying for any job that I was coming across. And the one that I worked in, it is the one that I got, the Walmart job. I walked in and I was told, come for this particular day for your interview. And I got a job. It was not the right job, but it kept me going. I have been doing that job for the last 5 years. I bought my first house with Walmart job. The second house, this one, I bought it with Walmart job and cleaning job. So there is no right job. So if you come here with the right job, in mind you are going to suffer. Okay. I did a video when I was washing, when I was cleaning, and I was cleaning bathrooms. Charlie the check. Yes, I was cleaning bathrooms. So this house, if I took up for bathrooms, guy, I was sweating those bathrooms, cleaning my house in Jesus' name. Let me read your comments here. Yes, so come here with an open mind, get a job which is available, and do wonders with that kind of a job. You see, like in Kenya, those people make good money. When you get that dollar, it will not be written, imetoka kwa choo. No. It will not be written, imetoka kuosha shosho. It will not be written, I'm a banker. It will not be written, I'm a nurse. It is a dollar. So get that dollar. Whatever you do, let it be a good job. So long as you have hands, you have legs, you go work, make that money. For me, even right now, I'm dealing with kids. Okay? I do the mucus, I do the diapers, I make money from that job. I change diapers, and as I'm changing those diapers, I'm praising God. Na pia Mungu asante kwa kunipatia job. Napakuza mtoto vizuri sana na mpaka mafuta. Natengeneza pesa. Napanguza makamasi. Yes. I brush their teeth. Those kids. And I praise God. Eh? Yes. Yes. If you come to the US, do that job. Whatever you get, do it with passion. Haya, tuendelee na nini? Okay, the comments, hii simu yangu inachoma hapa kwa ma comments. It is hanging. Let me see. Oh my gosh. Shiko, I really want to come to you. Okay, I see you, Christine. Atugonza, hey Shiko, how do you manage work when you have 2 young kids? Okay, I have one who is almost 3, and my work right now depends around her. So I'm good. At the moment, I'm good taking care of her as I take care of other kids. and I thank God. Mhm. I'm currently pursuing my undergraduate at JKUAT. Natamani sana kukaa huko. Nimejaribu kuapply scholarship but ijakuwa rahisi, unaweza ni direct. For scholarship, anytime I got an opportunity, scholarship opportunities, I do a video and I let you guys apply. Whatever I get an opportunity, I do a video. Like teaching opportunities. Teaching opportunities, I have done like 3 opportunities. Kuna ile ingine ilikuwa ya fellowship. I come here, I do a short video, 15 minutes video, and I let you guys, the link to apply is below. Go and apply, and all the best. So I can't direct you because I don't have a scholarship I know about right now. But keep tuned, subscribe here. Anytime an opportunity comes, I do a video and you get to apply. All right, this is Venus Airwaves. First, allow me to send my congratulatory to you and your family for fully becoming citizens of the US. Thank you. Congratulations and great success in the years to come. God bless you. Amen. 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 Pretty, were you required to certify your marriage certificate and what's the process? Yes, we verified. We did know that you were not supposed to verify because we did our wedding at the AG's office, so there was no need for us to verify our marriage certificate. But if you did a church wedding, you will have to verify your marriage certificate. Verifying the marriage certificate, you go back to the AG's office and you let them know you want to verify. They will take you through the process. Clifford Kiviji, you watching from Wiley, Texas? Oh, nice, nice, nice. James Kilu, can I make enough to pay rent and tuition if you are a student? Sometimes it is not possible. Sometimes it is not possible. As an international student, you only work for 20 hours a week. So it is very hard for you to make enough to pay for your rent and tuition, maybe for your upkeep and some stuff, but tuition is very expensive for international students. Priska, have you ever seen people with 50 years winning? Yes, many of them. 50 years winning, very many. Hata kuna mwingine, there was another guy who was telling me, Shiko, I thank God I came to the US and I asked God, Mungu, umenifanya, God, you made me suffer in Africa for the last 50 years. Now you are blessing me to come to the US when I'm 53. And he was like not complaining. He was thanking God because it is the time now his kids are in high school and some in college. So he was thanking God because he suffered when he was doing primary school for his kids, and God now brought him here where education is free. So he was not complaining, but he was like, nimezeeka sasa. But who is like God? He has good plan and he had good plans for that man. Tell us about Dallas weather, wages for regular jobs and rent. Lots of love from Uganda. Dallas weather. Okay, generally, Texas weather is unpredictable. Like yesterday, the day before yesterday, it rained. It really rained. Yesterday, it was sunny, very hot sun. Today, sijatoka nje, but if I can check on my career, let me ask Google. What is the weather today? Today is cloudy. At 63 degrees Fahrenheit, but it feels like 61. So Texas weather is unpredictable. We can have all seasons in one day. In the morning can be spring in the morning. By noon, it is summer. Afternoon, it is winter. By the time we are going to bed, it is fall. All seasons in one day. That's Texas for you. But I like it. For the reason why I love Texas, it does not snow. So that's why I love Texas. I think the comments I'm seeing, I have already read them. Faidi, how is salon business like there? Okay, first of all, if you are new, you have to Faidi, sijui kunajiita aje, you have to kuarira giothi. Inaitwa aje na Kiswahili? Anybody who can translate that? If you are new, you have to like putting up a foundation, msingi, so that people can know you, people can recommend you. Your clients that you'll be getting 111, and your host can be a good one for your marketing. So you have to do some free here, maybe for your host to show, hey guys, I have someone who is in my house, she's doing good job. You see the hair, even not people who maybe people will come, hey, your hair is looking good, who did it? So by doing that, they continue recommending people to you. By the time you are creating clientele, it is not like this. You have been kugiginyana struggle, but the moment it peaks, you will be good. Before it peaks, it can take some months, so you have to be patient, and you can't depend on the salon at that moment. You have to be doing some other things. You do salon when you are available, or you're during your free time. Okay, but it is good. It pays bills. It is a good business. Weh. This is okay. CNA course done in Kenya going to help in Estelle, you're asking about if a CNA course done in Kenya going to help in any way. I think it will, because most of the people who are offering CNA courses in Kenya, they are already in the US. The ones that I know, they are already in the US. So there is a way it is accepted here. It is just like my early childhood. I did my early childhood in Kenya many years ago, back in 2009 to 2012. That's when I did my early childhood, and it is the one that is giving me my daily bread here. It is my source of income here. I didn't go back to school when I came here. My early childhood, the documents I got from NEC, my certificate course and my diploma. Okay, my certificate and my diploma certificate. The two documents I got from NEC. They are the ones I used to apply for my license here. It is accepted because early childhood is early childhood. Kids are kids, right? So it is just like nursing. The nursing in Kenya, when they convert here, it is the same thing. What they do here is just applying for license, right? Because nursing is nursing. There is no nursing in Kenya and nursing different from nursing in America. So I think it is the same thing with CNA. The same thing even with Kirea, with anything to do with for the men, the mechanics, gari ni moja, the steamer, electric, it is the same. But now the difference with steamer is some features are not the same. So when you come here as electrician, you have to do some short course for you now to convert from your whatever Kenyan steamer to US, because there is a difference in that. But anything to do with nursing, teaching, maybe even in CNA, it is the same. You are dealing with the people. I'm dealing with kids. Kenyan kids are the same as American kids. The way of development is the same. So when you come to the US, come with your certificate. See, lazima ukuwe na degrees. Pack them, come with them. If I did come with my certificates, sahi ningekuwa tu Walmart. But my certificates are my savior. I have been sleeping on them for the last 5 years. Sometimes I feel like, but I also thank God, because God's time is always the best. God waited until this time when I have a big house where I can put up my business in my house where I work. Huh? It's God. It's God of order. We have to Kirea. Huh? Someone was calling me Shiko Kirea. So it is Kirea, yeah. Uh-huh. Kwa hiyo kama Ushiko, you are so funny. Hii nyumba imetoka kwa bathroom. Yes. Hii nyumba imetoka kwa choo. And you see some people saying they can't do cleaning and housekeeping. Eh? Hey, wachana nao. Acha nicheke tu. Okay. Kevin, Shiko, in US, you have neighbors. Do you people talk all the time? And how long did it take you to know each other? Where? Eti my neighbors. Munaongea. Okay. You know, in Africa, the whole village, you know who is this, who lives here, your relatives. Yes, that is in Africa, community. In Africa, we live as a community. Here, I only know my neighbor to this side is an African from Zimbabwe. We talk whenever we meet, but it is like the last time we met was when during election. That's when we were talking because he was supporting someone and he was now trying to call to convert me to join him in supporting his candidate. Okay, the other neighbor, we have never talked. But anytime maybe my boy was maybe playing ball outside and the ball in a fence, so they just bring back. Sometimes, not every time, but anytime we meet, we just wave and that's all. The one across, it is just hi. But we were meeting when the houses were being built. We were meeting when we were coming to see the progress of the homes. But after moving in, hatupatanangi. The other one, yeah, we have met and they introduced. Okay, they moved later after we have moved, and they introduced themselves to us, and that's how we live actually. Because when you are at home, nobody knows. When they're at home, we don't know. We don't like go like meet and greet. But whenever we meet, we just say hi. Maybe a male person, or maybe let's say for example, Amazon, they brought my package, but they didn't bring to my door. They missed the address and they maybe put my package to the neighbor's door. They'll definitely bring it to me. At the same case, I have been receiving their packages, and then you see, this is not my address, this is this and this address, you take to the address. Yeah, we live like a family, but sio kupatana. As I said earlier, no social life, so, and we are so diverse. I just said this is an African, the other one is a Mzungu, the other one is an Indian, the other one is a Mzungu. So I don't know the others, but along our street we have like, there is another African from West Africa. So the Africans, sometimes the Africans, when you see someone who is from Africa, you like, oh, so you're also an immigrant. That one you talk a bit, but whenever you meet, sio tinaenda kunoka mlango hivi kwa neighbor, hey, nimekumiss. Whenever you meet, maybe outside on a weekend after church, maybe at the backyard when you are doing your stuff, they are doing their stuff, you talk. Okay, maybe at the park during summer, you talk at the park. But sio kama Kenya ati nitoka kohanda hakuna. Hakuna. So that is it. Kevin, I hope I have answered your question. Do you need a driver's license while buying a car over there? Yes. You can't buy a car without a driver's license because you have to get a driver's license before you buy a car. Well, they can't even sell it to you. Hata get on a cash. Frazier, Shiko, you said one of the simple things to do is to start braiding. My question is, mteja akija kusuka anakuja na rasta zake na anazikuta kwako msusi. Sorry, I don't know how to say in English. Okay. What we do here, for me, I don't do here, but my girls do. So I buy their hair. When they are going to get their hair done, the salon will only sit down there with his tool or her tools. I provide hair and I pay. Okay? If you don't have hair, maybe there is no salons that provide hair, you will pay for the hair. Kama tu Kenya or kama tu Africa, you pay for the hair and the labor. For us, because my girls, they want their hair specific color and specific length, so they go get their hair and they go to the salon with what they have and they get their hair done. Yes, that is it. Yeah. Nimeruka comments, nimerudi juu mpaka zenye nilikuwa nimesoma. So let's continue. Catherine, hi Shiko, is KMTC courses accepted in the US? I think so. KMTC has anything to do with medical nursing and anything to do with health, like OC. Citizen, come with them. Don't leave your certificate back home. If you happen to come to the US, carry your documents. Don't ask Shiko. Me too, I didn't know that mine will be accepted. I just came to know in November. In October, that's when I came to know they are accepted. So you two come with your documents. Anton, hey Shiko, talk about truck driving kidogo. Oh, truck driving is a business. It is a business. That's why you see many immigrants men, when they come to the US, they join the truck driving because that is a business. And that answers a question about if you can start a business as a green card holder. Yes, you can. For the CDL, for the truck driving, you need to do a course called CDL. And it also have the requirements. But once you're done with that, you'll be making good money. You can decide to be going interstates. You can decide to be doing local. But they do good. They make good money. Shiko huko shule ni free. Yes, school is free. From nursery, primary school, elementary, high school is free. Even in some college, you get some grants. So that is America. Ooh, we have been here for the last 1 hour, 30 minutes. Wow. Caroline Mombi, hello Shiko. How are special needs children treated, especially in school? I'm a dream chaser. They are taken care of so well, the special needs children. And there is a video I did with a guest. He is called Moses from Boston, Massachusetts. He came here through H1B visa. Okay, teaching iko na nini, walimu hoye. So he came here to work in a special institution, and he had been doing that, and he also shared the opportunity with Shiko Hope fans, and I did a video about opportunities for other special needs and ECD teachers here. And those people who don't like doubt, they went ahead and applied, and right now they are doing good. There is a video I did, and one of them commented, sijui ni video gani, they are doing amazing, special needs, because these kids, they need a lot of care and they are taken good care of. Caroline, if you happen to have a special need child, don't hesitate to come with them, because here it is better than home. and they get so many benefits. They get so many benefits. So Caroline, habari ndio hiyo. The Cebu, someone in Ghana win. Yes, we have everybody from all over the world. All over the world. Thank you so much, Susan. Bunda, is it possible to change from visiting visa to work permit? It is possible, but it requires a lot of visiting visa to work permit. Oh, sikuwa nimeshika. Yes, it is possible. Let me say it is possible. There are those people who are specialized in those areas. If you happen to get hold of one, they can get you through the process. Also, although it requires a lot of money. Don't ask me how. I have no idea, but I know it is possible. Trevor, can you start studying in US yet you went on employment visa? I think so. Just contact the school that you are most interested in and let them know you are here through employment, and they let you know if they can admit you or how to go about it. Shiko, kwanza biashara ya photo studio huko, what's required? Can someone start immediately after coming? Okay? Photo studio. Kusema kweli, I have never seen a photo studio in the US, because where we go to take our photos, it's like CVS, they take good photos. Walmart, but a standalone photo studio I have never seen. Yeah, photo studio in America, sijui, maybe ziko, maybe they are there, but I have never seen one. James, now there is a saying goes, the dirty the job, the better the pay. Yes. Yes, those data jobs, they pay very, very well. Grace Wangoi, how do police know that you don't have papers over there? Okay, you can live here without papers, but maybe one of your friends anaweza kuitania. We have seen people calling police over their friends or former friends. So watu wako tu ndio watakuitania. If you are driving, maybe you come to me, I give you my car, you drive without papers, and then you misbehave, police happen to stop you, you are in hot soup, I'm in hot soup. So whenever you are like paperless, tuseme tu hivyo paperless, just kaa tu chini ya maji na utulie. Na ukae vizuri na watu wako, usiwadili wasikuitanie. Okay, the comments higher. Have you seen people bashing caregiving jobs on TikTok? What do you think about those jobs? Are they disgusting? Sarah, today you have decided to ask Shiko everything. I'm here at your service, my sister. Yes, I have seen people doing that on TikToks about the caregiving jobs. But you know what? Most people, like 3/4 of people who are in America or maybe abroad, I think even in Europe, most of the jobs are caregiving. One day of their lives in the US, they did this job. Me too, I did this job for a period of, did I finish 2 months? Nikashindwa. There are those people who love it. There are those people now who love this job like they can't do anything else. They want to do caregiving, okay? It depends with a person. For me, nilishindwa. But it was not that good to me because I was not trained. I was not trained. It was not paying that good money actually to me. But I know many people in Washington. If you happen to hear the person, your relative lives in Washington State, Most probably they are doing this caregiving job because it pays very well. In Washington, Seattle, huko caregiving ndio kusema. Okay? So, those people who bash caregiving, I don't know why they do it, but for me, I can't bash caregiving. Nilifanya 2 months nikashindwa. And that's when I decided and I came to realize I can't become a nurse. You see, when you come to the US, everybody tells you, fanya nursing, fanya nursing, fanya nursing, fanya nursing. We can't all of us become nurses. For me, I can't. Me too, even seeing a photo of some disturbing image on Facebook, my night is like messed. Even the photo that was circulating, the one that was circulating, sitaki kutaja sana. That photo, someone was, I can't. So, some people do these jobs, caregiving, because maybe the host is like trying to convince them to do the job, and it is not their. It is and he can't do it or she can't do it like Shiko Hope. So, but caregiving is a good job. People are surviving with these jobs and they are doing wonders. Some Africans also have homes offering caregiving, offering care to these residents. I want to be as professional as possible. Sitaki kuharibu, sitaki kuchoma. But when you see people on TikToks, they use these terms kuosha shosho, kupagusa shosho, kazi ya pupu, ni hiyo, but it pays. Tumesema kazi chafu ndio inalipa, right? Sara. Hata mimi sasa nafanya kazi ya upu, ya nini ya uchafu. Yes, I do. And I'm so proud of it actually. Hey, kawage dhaka. Forgive me, I'm asking a lot. Just want to know, tell us about food challenges you first got at the US when it comes to food. Ugali iko kweli? Yes, we do it ugali. We do it githeri. We do it guashe. We have doma. We have everything. We have everything here. Whatever you want to eat, just know where to get it, because you can't get what you want in an American store. So we have African stores where we buy our African food from, and Asian stores, because like rice, I understand we have different and so many varieties of rice. When you go to Asian store, you find every variety of rice you want. Lakini hawana kasida, no. I have never seen pishori. I don't know if it is me who does not look, but I have never seen pishori rice in Asian store. If you have been in Asian store and you got pishori rice and kasida, no, let us know. What I miss is pishori rice, but any other variety of store is there in Asian store. Hey, leo nawapea moshene. Anthony, toka kunywa chai hata iko karibu sana. Okay, this is I have a friend who on DV 2020, fortunately COVID ikaingia, alimshow, aliambiwa kuna visa zilikuwa preserved. I don't know how to go, how the DV 2020 visas went. I also heard the same thing, and then your story ikapotea. He will have to continue applying. Maybe God will remember him again. Do you need to go to Paris? Okay. Do you need to go to the Paris to get your social security number, or it will be delivered to you to your address directly? Okay, in Texas, you don't go to the social security offices. They mail it to your address. Between 5 and 10, let's say between 5 and 10 days, your social security inakupata kwa mlango. Helen, haki hata huku UK neighbors don't talk. Sijakaa sana, but I thought ni British thing. Kupe hata US I came to visit. Yeah, no time to make career. To kuongea sana, like you shall go. Faith Jerry Shiko, na mimi nimefanya journalism. Zitanisaidia. Hey. Journalism. I don't know because here maybe you become a YouTuber. Kai, sorry to say so. Maybe you become a YouTuber or maybe you do something different close to what you, but I can't tell you it pays. YouTube tunafanya tu part time na hata you can't, like for me I even don't know if YouTube pays. I don't even know if YouTube pays. So get something that can make you thrive in the US. Watu 1 minute niendee charger, my phone iko 15%. Ama tumalize ama tuendelee? My kids are still sleeping, that's why sina haraka, but niambieni tumalize ama tuendelee. If tunaendelea niendee charger. I need to know what to do after you apply green card while you are married. If I pass it and don't have money for 6 people, can I apply to go alone? Yes, you can. You can apply and go alone, but make sure you enter your family members' details. Okay. Joe, Shiko, please explain deeper on marriage because I have a wife but still seen a certificate. Do I need it for the S260? You don't need it for the S260, but you'll need it for your interview. Watch the video. Watch the video I did. You go on YouTube, search Shiko Hope marriage certificate. You will know how to go about it. That video may explain vizuri. Hi Shiko, are people allowed to record videos for the street? Yes, nobody has restricted anybody to record. Maybe when you get in a building and at the entrance you see camera and video is a no. We record everywhere, every time. Yes. Christine, Wawi, Shiko, congratulations for the achievement. Stay blessed forever. So what happened to your former house? Nitakuja kurent. Okay, wacha nikuja nikujibu swali. Let me get my charger. We, hii chaja yangu sijui kama itafika. So 1 minute guys, I extend my whatever here. Don't know kama itafika. It's very short. Let me extend. I don't want this live to end just like that. We, wase. Ona hii nini ina misbehave? Kidogo tu nitoe hii simu. It was 12%. Munaona mavitu hamufai kuona. Iko sawa? Yeah. Yes. I'm very far. Okay, now tuko set. Tuko set. Okay, so Christine, back to your question. Ninaona very far. Okay, congratulations Shiko for your achievements, stay blessed forever. So what happened to your former house? Nitakuja kurent. Oh, my former house. Our first house, I sold it. We sold it. Haraka haraka. And the best thing is, like, we lived there for 2 years. That was in 2020 to 2022. That was last year, and we sold it. And I think I will get in real estate because you get a lot of money. I was like, this is a good business. You can be buying a house, it creates equity, and then you sell, get more money, you buy another one, you sell. Hey, okay, nyeta moshada mingi tuliuza hiyo. We sold that one. Okay. Shiko is the earliest one can come to America after winning the this is Martina. Earliest one can come to America after winning the DV lottery visa. The earliest you can come, the first person to interview will be interviewed in October. So you can come in October. After you get your interview, wait for like 5 days, get your visa, book your flight, go to America. Yes. Brian, I see you. Yes, tomorrow is Sunday. You have to go to church. Kwani hizi comments zinazirudia? Shiko, it feels only hosting with within Texas. Yeah, it is only in Texas. It is only in Texas. Maybe can someone come with a 13-year-old kid? No. And Gigi, hi Shiko, I'm in Naivasha. In case I win, is it a must I go to Nairobi to get the host from Fins? Or we can communicate? We can communicate. We can communicate. Pius Kehio. Is it Pius or Pius? My nearest neighbor, the only person I know in the US. What? Oh, Pius Kehio, Pius Kehio. At the barista, course is marketable. Barista ni kama gani? Acha niulize Google. Barista courses marketable. Barista courses marketable in the US. We ni kama hawajui hii ni nini. You could do a degree in law to become a barista. Ama ni barista gani? Hii ya US ni ya law, hii ni yako ni ya coffee. I don't know. H.E. Bernard, I admire your courage and positive mindset. I have benefited a lot from your videos. Thank you so much, Bernard. How is US taking you? Bernard is a DV 2023 winner. Amekuwa tu huku tu na kwa US hii. DV winner. Congratulations, Bernard. All the best in the US. All right. What about construction jobs? Are they available? And if so, does it pay well? Yes, this is the kind of job that I'm telling you, dirty jobs. These jobs, let me tell you, these construction jobs, they are taken by Mexicans. You see Mexicans, they have zero English, but they make more money, even more than nurses. I came to realize this, and I was like, guys, with their zero English, they are making good money. When you go to construction, they are there. Mexicans, they know how to go about it. Tushida huku na kizungu mingi na hatupati pesa. Ask these people, they are doing well. If you happen to get to these construction sites and get a job with them, I'm telling you, tutakuwa tunakuona ukipepea. Kazi ya mjengo US ndio mambo yote. I think nani alifanya hii video? Kama hajafanya nani Onami, he has to show you guys how to go about the construction in the US. How was your first experience at work? This is Kevin. How was your first experience at work for the first day? Where I started my job at Walmart 2 weeks after I arrived in the US. I was called for my interview. I thought I'm going for the interview and I find panelists seated asking me questions with my 20% English. Little did I know I'm going to meet someone who is just like me. Tunaongea one-on-one, and I was told the interview is done. You know, I went there. I was told, I went there. I was like, I have come to see manager. She was called Cinderella or what? Something like that. I can't remember. And she was called. She came and she was, oh, hey, Teresa, follow me, come with me. So I followed her. Tukaenda kwa office. It was just a desk like this. I was given a seat there, and she sat here, and we were talking. So, telling me about yourself. So here at Walmart, we want to hire you at the apparel department. I was in apparel department, the clothes department. So I was told, this is how we go about it. Have you ever been working in a clothes department anywhere? So I was like, this is just like an introduction, and then I go to the main interview. And then I was told, go get your vest, get your badge from the HR, and see you on Monday. I'm hired. So that's what I got. That's when I got a job. My first day at work, hey, nilipiga luku. You know, I was like, hey, you know, it's a job. You have to wear good. But there was a dress code. By that time, they were not allowing jeans. It says either khaki pants, white shirts, or black shirts, and now the Walmart vest. Khaki pants or black pants, no jeans. So nikaambiwa tu, this is the dress code. Mimi nikaenda Sunday evening, hey, I have to iron my job siku ya first. Haya, I went home. Okay, I went to work. I arrived very, very early. By that time, I was still at my host place. So she dropped me. I started work. It was an afternoon shift. Nikaingia, and I was showed, you know, during the interview day, so that Monday was orientation, not the job itself, the orientation. So it was not only me, we were like 3 of us. The others were Zungus. You know, by that time you are new, you see everybody like Zungu. You don't know, you can't differentiate between a Mexican, an Iranian, a Bangladeshian, an Indian, and a Mzungu. So what it was only me, it was not a Mzungu. So at the orientation, you are speaking in English, guys. I was not hearing anything. When they smile, I smile hapo kama katika mchika. And then the other asked me a question. Sijui kama nimeulizwa na jamaa tu hapo, naona wananiangalia. So they talk slowly for me to understand. But tukamaliza hii orientation. So I was like, that is the work. Tunapiga mastori huko, tunacheka, tunaenda home. So the following day, now the actual work, I was to be trained by the department manager on how to go about things on the floor now. The department manager was a Mexican. So kizungu yake I could understand because it is ile ya kutafutilia tukaa yangu. And she showed me how to go about it. But I also had to iron my clothes. You know, unaenda job lazima upige luku. Unakuta watu basi nime the word iron does not exist in the dictionary. Mtu anatoa tu kwa washa na dryer na bar. This is a workplace. Anybody is just like that. Uchafu iko tu kama kawaida nini. Mimi mpaka mambo ya pasi nikaweka kata mimi saa hii mpaka sijua kipasi yangu iko wapi. Imagine this is very different from what we know in Africa. At your appearance, inakupatia marks wapi? Even your pay, it is computer generated there. This is a sales associate. This is how much they earn. It doesn't matter whether you know English, whether you have ironed your clothes. It doesn't matter whether you have polished your shoes. Your pay is your pay. What matters is your work, how productivity you are, and at the end of the day, you get your pay. So my first day at work, nilikuwa tuna shida ya communication for the first few weeks. I can't deny it. Communication was a problem. I could not understand them. Kwanza the blacks, the black Africans, the black Americans, their English is so hard to understand. Mimi hata wakikuja mahali nimekaa hivi wanataka tupiga mastori, mimi tunaondokea because you will not communicate. You will not understand anything. It's not like us that we have to pronounce each and every letter in a word. You understand? For them, you understand, man. Where are you from? Hey, you see? Imagine Kisuku yenyewe ni shida, huyu naye anakuja na black American yake hapa. Unaona kama huyu ni wazimu. You move. And the way they are so friendly, by the way, they are so friendly. They want you just to socialize, but you know what? Shida communication. And then there is a way they talk, and you are like, huyu mtu amenitusi ama the F word is like everything. In everything they say there is that F word. Na wewe umetoka tu church, umetoka tu Afrika, umeokoka, Yesu ni Bwana. Hapa kuna mtu ana shida akisema the F word, unashindwa gai. Hii ni Amerika ama ni jehanamu? Acha tu niache story mingi. Acha tu niache story mingi kwa sababu tumetoka mbali. Bali. I want to read your questions here. How to question the sound haiko sawa. Are you sure? Hamujasikia venye nimesema? Iko sawa. All right. So, all right, nidiedea charger. Here we are. Guys, can you hear me? Yes, sound iko sawa. So let me Shiko, do teens also go through the permanent residency interview to be an American citizen like what you did? Anybody above 18 have to take their interview, but for the minors, they get it automatically. Barista is coffee maker. Yes, unajua tu hii barista yani nini coffee, but when I ask my Google yaniambia mambo ya law. Haya, kuna comment nimeona hapa ya Christine. I want to highlight it. You want to work in the construction field, you are a plumber, but first I'll start with other small jobs. That's a good job. And imagine even women are in these construction jobs. One day we came to check on our house. Okay, towards the end of it, tulikuwa tunakuja like every day because we were in a rush to tuingie nyumba. So we came one day and they were painting the house. And there were 3 women and the rest were men. And the women were doing amazing. Actually, this house was painted by women. The men were doing the floor. But the painting itself, niliingia na nikapata ni wa mama. Trying to communicate with them because I wanted to know more about the paint they are using because I want to change the color. Hatukusikizana English. But the money they are making, hey, a lot of money kuliko ya huyu wewe uko hapa na profesa ya kizungu, you are making $20 per hour, for them they are making good money. I'm telling you, these data jobs in the US, they pay good money. Guys, how is the sound? Sound iko sawa? Sawa. Iko chonjo. All right. Jeremiah, why are you doing IT course at some point? What happened? Did you finish? I'm still doing. Yes. Niachana na IT nienda wapi na mimi siwezi enda nuts. I'm still doing. Actually, I'm in my third year. This week we are on spring break. We are starting our classes on 13th. So, bado unasoma. Jeremiah, I can see you are a loyal follower. If you know I was doing IT course, thank you so much. Thank you. I'm still doing it. Congratulations for more than 5 years. Naomba promotion wale wanataka kuona Minnesota waangalie yangu Randy USA. Oh, you are in Minnesota? Wow. Is it winter? Is it snowing? Dollar, it's so funny that I hear every single word they say. I meet them a lot here in South Africa. Yeah, right now I can hold a talk with Black Americans. But as a newbie, you avoid them like something else. Wengine mpaka naongelesha Kiswahili. They were talking their English. I could not understand, and they want me to talk to them. So I talk to them in Swahili. Hata wasisikie venye nimesema. Wale gani? Kwani ni peke yangu? Karibia mwana wanja. Oh my goodness. Haya, sitakaa bali na Mike. Edmond, did other Kenyans help you when you first arrived? Yeah, there are some people who are willing to help, but they have to know there is a new person who have arrived, and the only way they can know about it is through your host. So if your host is someone who is preserved, no one will know there is a new immigrant in the town. So that is it. How much questions do you have to answer? Where? Joyce, Shiko, do things help in pushing for passports? No. We don't know anybody in those offices to push the career for the passports. Shiko, watu wazima. Hiyo. Siku ya medical, watu wazima mpaka waproduce card ya clinic. No, for me, I didn't have mine. It is only for the young ones. Shiko, hope you are well. Just appreciate you because you not me with information. You made people in Maju to start telling us the truth, and all this time they had been quiet or make it look easy. Oh yeah, actually I have been seeing so many YouTube channels coming with the green card information, life in US and everything. And when I was coming, there was nothing like that. I was like, guys, maybe I started and now many people are seeing it is something good. It is good to share because my experience is different with the others and the others and the others. Let them start. Nyinyi mkikuja kujeni na muanze. Yes. Let them share. Kadri ile ati umeokoka. Yes, ni bwana. Haya. Kwa dhaka. Prati, how do kids transition American schools? Like my child is in 5th grade, they proceed to grade 6 there, or what's considered? Okay, it depends with the school. If they want them to go to 6th grade, if they want them to go to 5th grade, it depends with the school. Okay. Pharmaceutical technologies, hey, they make good money. They make good money. Correctional officer jobs ziko aje? Si mbaya. Si mbaya. So long as you're earning something, correction, let me see. Salary ya correction officer tunaangalia tu hapa na wewe. Sometimes nauliza Google ananiletea vitu zingine. Kidogo. How much does a correctional officer make in Texas? $48,000 per hour. Per hour, per year. Chanione. 47, between 47,000 to 53. That is approximately 20 US dollar per hour. Si mbaya. Fresh ati unawasemesha Kiswahili ya mi siwezi achwa na henwa. Dennis, yes. Winnie Washuka, how are you, my sister? Those people who are looking for the host Fins Abroad Services, we are here to host you. Get in touch with us. Our phone number is +254 115 411 314, or visit our offices in Nairobi CBD along Savo Road, the building called Savo Road Trade Center, third floor, room number 315. Juu hizo comment zote naona zote ni host. Get in touch with us Monday to Saturday 8 to 5. Okay? Tutakusaidia. We are ready to host you here. Supply chain iko chonjo. Supply chain job is a good one. Mwambie Ian asome asicheze sana na PS. Sawa. What happened to your mortgage after you sold? What happened to your mortgage after you sold? So you sell your house, you do away with the mortgage, you have money because you made a profit. So that's how things went. Gather from Nairobi, thank you so much. Jack Lily Jabi, how many questions do you have to answer in that interview? The job interview? It is nothing formal. You know, in Africa, we make interview look like you are going to be hanged. It is not the same thing here. Here, a job interview, it is just the way you can meet a person and you start talking. It is not something like the way in Kenya, the kajapo is for 20,000 per month, and the panelists are 10. Na wanakusegenya tu na macho tu. Here it is very, very different. Okay, which have been two to state for okay, which have been two source states for how life. I don't understand that. Shiko, do you know any certified college that offers CNA courses in Kenya? No, I don't know any. I only hear and see photos being circulated, but I don't know any. I can't recommend any because I don't know it. I don't know. Pay, I win green card. Okay, if I win green card, I'm in third year university. Will I start again? You can just transfer your credits to the US university. Suleiman, Shiko Hope you inspires very much to Zambezi Kikuyu. How are you? At Zambezi, I did my early childhood hapo training center. Training center. I was a mwenyeji there. The pharmaceutical technologies tumesema wako na pesa. Melanin afanye video. Yeah, but nowadays she's in high school. Masomo imemkalia sana. Maybe during summer. Do the kids do an entry exam when joining school? No, they don't. Ati so ukinunua nyumba you no longer pay mortgage. Yeah, if you have cash, you can buy cash and you be mortgage free. What if you apply single stay? Okay, these comments zinajirudia. Okay, Jacqueline, you asking about the interview for citizenship. No, kids do not go for the interview. They don't go for the oath ceremony. It's only for the adults. It's only for the adults. How do you feel about investing back home? E.g., using your US dollar to build homes back home. Since buying land in Africa is cheaper than US, or it's better to focus on your US dollar in the US. Oh, spring summer guy. Aki huyu anauliza maswali zingine. Hii maswali yako acha nikunywe tu maji. About investment. Hey. Acha nikae hivi sasa tuongee my investment. You know, Shiko is an investor. Wow. Your question is, how do you feel about investing back home? Yes, I invest back home. I invest back home. I also invest here. I have my reasons why. Because one thing, I'm a Kenyan. I became a Kenyan before I became an American, right? Kenya is my homeland. Hapo ndipo nini yangu ilizikwa. Mayambiri Kokodi was buried in Kenya. Now, whenever I feel like going home, I go to Kenya. I have kids. They know that your home is America, right? This is their home. I don't know if they grow up, they will want to go back home. Okay, they will want to go to Kenya, or they will want to live here. So I invest both here and both in Kenya. For me, I'm growing old. Mungu atanipea miaka, mimi nitaishi sana mpaka ni retire. After I retire, I don't want to be a burden to my kids. Even American kids, they you know, here when you become old, they take you and you become a kamorigo, you become a burden. They take you to the elderly people, aged homes, kwa wazee. Mi sitaki kupelekwa kwa wazee, nataka tu niretire tu polepole, kama nimejipanga nirudi Kenya, nikae Kenya na tushosho tu wenzangu tuwe tunapiga mastori huko. But my kids, they have their own lives, and I'm a parent, and I want the best for them, right? So whatever I do for their own best interest. I invest in America, and I also invest back in Kenya. If they want to go back to Kenya, they have somewhere to go back to. If they want to live in the US, they are safe. They have their mom or their parents have something for them. Okay? So I am for investing back home, and I am for investing in the US. You guys, you saw when I was, that was in 2020. Yes. I was unboxing title deeds because I bought some plots. The plots have been developed. In the next few weeks, guys, I'll be coming here and nitawambia, guys, kujeni mukobole nyumba zangu zimeisha. So wait for that. So I'm still investing in Kenya and also here. Sini sawa? Yeah, lazima, you can't put all your eggs in one basket. You have to think about the box. Josephine, ni lazima time ya DS kujaza. It is good to list them, but no one will penalize you for not listing any. Okay? Siko isikiria. Comments zinaruka. This is Faith. About kids, if they speak Swahili in their country, do they have a hard time transitioning? I feel for them, they are 5 and 3 years. No, kids catch up real fast. When we were coming here, my kids were Swahili speakers. They didn't know anything to go. Okay, Shiro knew. She was 9 years. Jerry was a kindergarten. She was 5. She only knew Swahili. Right now, if they want to communicate and they don't want me and daddy to understand, they wanaongea tu kama Black Americans. At school, they get very well along with the others. Although they have been here for the last 5 years, even the time they were starting, walifanya like this, they learned so fast. For Ian, when we were coming, he was 2 years. He only knew Swahili. And he could understand some Gikuyu words, 1, 2, 3. Right now, he is an American. Even Swahili, for him, the only thing he says about Swahili is wacha. But he talks some Gikuyu words, waru, dengu, hizi vitu tu tunataja. But his language is English. And what his first language was Swahili. He forgot. I tried hard for him not to forget Swahili. I gave up. But I at home we speak in Swahili. He understands. Now, talk about the little one favor. Hey, niseme ma nisiseme. When you put Cocomelon on TV, she does not want Cocomelon. She does not want Miss Rachel. Do you know what she wants? Akili Kids and Ubogo Kids. Mimi sijui hii story za Kiswahili alipendea wapi. She's speaking, but the words that she's speaking is some Swahili words. Mimi sijui how imekuja. I don't know. Hopefully she will learn Swahili and learn English and stick to English. My joy is for her to know both Swahili and English. But for Ian, we tried. Akakataa Kiswahili kabisa, ilipotea. But she understands. He understands Swahili. So for Idijero, for them to transition to English, that is not a problem. A problem is to maintain the Swahili. For Njeri, she's a Swahili speaker even now. The moment she's back from school, Swahili pap. Mom, nimekuja, mom. Anyway, they call me when they are from school. Hey, mom, tumetoka shule tunakuja. And when she leaves the door, English. She picks English. So for Shiro, she can speak even Gikuyu very well. It depends with the age and also their interest to maintain their languages. Yes, for me, I told them, the moment I came here, I told them, guys, I will not be having headache at work trying to speak in English. Then at home, you want to add more headache. Mimi niongee Kizungu kwa nyumba. Gikuyu na Githweri na tunasonga. Because I like it. Like jana, kidogo tu niwape emotion. Jana, yesterday, we took Shiro to her camp where she's camping. We arrived a bit late and the queue was very long. So we didn't know how to go about the registration and everything. So to Kambiwa, we were told, get in, go register. So we went inside and we saw many people queuing. So we thought they have already registered and now they are going now to check in. Little did we know they are also queuing for them to register. So we came, mimi ni huyo mnajipea tu kipaumbele. I walk with Shiro. Tutapiga tu my story. We were with Daddy and Ian. So we went and we were like, oh, so this is where the registration is being done. We are at the door and the queue is like 1 mile. So you are like, we have to go back and queue. But where we were standing, there was a gap. There were like 5 people ahead who are going to register, and there was a gap. and there was a parent there trying to fill in some forms. So daddy called, Mutioke, kujeni tupange line. Mimi niko hapa naambia Shiro, wewe ndio ikire haha, wewe ndio unalikuwa na line. Yani we spoke Kikuyu, and Shiro went and queued there. So at least he language in a safe, sindio? We didn't queue. Remember, the queue is very, very long, and that is there queuing. Mimi niko hapa ajiro ikire haha line neno haha hata na mundu. Na akaingia na mambo ikasonga. Na tukamaliziwa, and we went home and we left her. We could have stayed here for 2 hours. So hii language inasaidia juu if we talked in English they could hear these people they want to cut the line, but Kikuyu yetu ili tuseme wajiro ikira line nendo hata kile modo ikira, and she was like hesitant, niko ikira haka na togotie akaingia tu na tukasonga. So it is good to have a different language inaokoaga sometimes. Somebody na msinichukie, nilikata line, mimi ni Mkenya. Nilikata line. Okay, so that's the best way to do it. Yes, that's the best way to do it. Better to invest in both places and expand opportunities for future generations. Yes, it is good. Leo nilisema ninaupea moshene yangu yote. If you're hosted in that 3 months, can you be able to buy a house in cash if you are to? Sorry, Ate, if you are hosted in that 3 months, can you be able to buy a house in cash? No, I told you a house is not a bread. Kununua nyumba si mkate. Sika kununua mkate Mwangi. Ate 3 months unabuy hao. Wapi? Josegaku, how much is a house buying? Okay, there is a video I did on how to buy a house in America. Go watch that video. I can't start explaining now. That is a video on its own. Go watch the video and you will understand. Shiko, ukiolewa na permanent resident, how fast can you come there? He has to petition you as his spouse, and it is not an instant process. It is a gradual process. It can take some months, some years. It needs a lot of patience. Okay. Truck driving, is it a must to drive US for a year ama unaweza fika umeenda kufanya CDL? It depends with the school, but the schools I know you have to have driven for 1 year in the US. Lakini I know there are opportunities. Labda kuko nazo. Salary in 20K with 10 panelists, it has really hit me because I'm a victim and already they have the one they will pick. Imagine the interviews in Africa. Nicholas, how much is your hosting fees? We have hosting fees for single $550 per month, $750 for married people per month. What do you use? Okay, this is a good one. What app do you use for sending money to Kenya? Whenever we send money to Kenya, it goes to the M-Pesa. Personally, I use SendWave. I have used Rebtel. I have also used Remitly. I have also used, no, I have never used WorldRemit. I have not used Western Union. I have not used watu wanashida wakituma tu links. Naitwa aje? TapTap. Yeah, I have never used TapTap. TapTap is not in Texas, but personally I use SendWave. Is San Antonio safe for a family? Yes. Next time, if possible, come live with the kids, miss them, especially Madam. Basically, they are here, they are sleeping. They are asleep. What if my child's father is not in our life and my child is using my surname? Is no. So long as the name is not in the birth certificate, you're good to go. Christine, you're studying a certificate in nursing. If I win green card, I'll be able to upgrade to diploma from the US. Yes, anything is possible here. Just come with your certificate, Christine. You'll be good. How does this is Rebecca? How does Fins help people out of Kenya, e.g., Uganda? Talk to us. WhatsApp number is there. WhatsApp us, Uganda, from wherever you are, Uganda, Ghana, West Africa, South Africa, Asia, we'll be able to help you. Yeah, I think hizi comment nimezifikia. Spring, summer. Nilikuwa na nini ya Christine ama nilisoma. There was, oh yeah, I read Christine's message, the one she was talking about the house, the former house. Okay, which states have you been to so far? How are the different climate pay and and things? One time I was in Maryland for 3 days. It was on a February. It was on winter. It was so cold. It was snowing. That was in 2020. In 2020. Yeah, it was in 2020 because we had gone to renew our passport in DC and we had relatives in Maryland, so they hosted us for 3 days. And then we went to DC, did our passport renewal, and we went back home. Maryland is a bit, the cost of living is a bit higher than in Texas. Hiyo tu ndio naweza jua, and it is colder than in Texas. But it is not a bad place, Maryland. I didn't see anything wrong with Maryland. So many jobs and mahali pazuri. And there is a nyama choma joint in Maryland. There is a nyama choma joint. We went there. It's just a Kenyan. It is just like Kenyan joint. Oh, it was amazing. It was amazing. If you are in Maryland, hi. Go to that joint, say hi to the owner. He's one of our relatives. He's our cousin. Yes. Nataka kusoma hizi comments and so ukinunua nyumba, okay, the comments tunajirudia. Tumaliza hizi story. Shiko, thanks for the education. I have watched your videos. Okay. That's the best. Yes, I think the comments zimefika mwisho. Tumaliza hii live. Let me see. Ema nini yangu imehang. Where are the comments? Oh yes. Christine, nimeona comment yako. I can see it here, but I can't see it here. What's happening? Oh yes. Your question was about the cleaning, the one you had worked to buy house furniture, whether you need any training. Oh yes, that is the question. Nilipenda sana was easy Monday. You say easy Monday. Guy, don't say easy Monday, Christine. About the cleaning, what I was doing in a store. Okay, this is napasua barika, lakini si past tense. Tunaongea mambo ya past tense vizuri because it is a testimony, right? So I was working at Walmart. I told you I started as an apparel associate. Apparel associate ni mambo ya nguo. I was a part-time. That store, it was a bit far. So when Baba Shiro found or got a job still at Walmart, He got a job at a Walmart closer to where we were living. So I transferred from the Walmart I was in to the Walmart he got a job. Okay, so I moved from apparel department, and now I had to work morning shift and him to work afternoon shift. So in the morning shift, I was not in apparel. I was in higher department inaitwaje, grocery, home and consumables. That's why I learned more about food, about soaps, anything that we use at home. That department, that's where I was working. I was working 4 to 1, and he was coming to work 1 to 10 or 11. So I changed from apparel to food and consumables. And then moshene yangu and my career gave me, okay, I saw I can do CNA as a part-time job. Not CNA, caregiving. CNA is how when you are trained. For me, I was not trained. So I went and do caregiving. I remained part-time. Guys, Shiko amehustle. Hii nini mnaona hapa, it is not easy money, Christine. I'm coming to answer your question. I know you are cleaning, but I want to show you where I started to come to the cleaning one. So I saw, let me do, because I want to be a nurse, peer pressure, go do nothing. Let me start now as a caregiver. So I became a part-time at Walmart and a full-time caregiver. Makosa. We thrive or we survive in trials and error. So hapo it was an error. Makosa. Haya. I did caregiving full-time, Walmart part-time. When I became a part-time, I moved from food and consumables and I went to fresh. Fresh is to do with the fresh food, bread, donuts, hizo vitu za bakery. Haya. Remember I told you I didn't take long in caregiving, less than 2 months. Nikaona niko na upuzi. I quit caregiving and I went full-time Walmart. Still in fresh productions. Now as a full-time associate in bakery. So I was in bakery until Favor was born. We moved to we bought our house when I was still in Walmart, part-time and caregiver. I switched, I became full-time at Walmart, fresh department. My pregnancy, my whatever sort, I was still in Walmart. COVID came, Walmart bakery. Favor was born. We had now moved from where we were living to another city. So we were living in Plano. In our apartment, we were in Plano, and we bought a house in Aubrey, Texas. It was a difference of 35 minutes drive. So after my maternity leave, by that time, my baby was 8 months. Guys, ulisikia wapi maternity leave ya 8 months? Ukuje nikuulize. With 100% pay. So I went back to work, still on the same store, but now I was looking for a transfer to the Walmart near me now, where we are now living. Mnaona hiyo mrukaruko? Yes, I know you are not understanding, but you will understand. I got a transfer from the Walmart in Plano to Walmart in Aubrey. I transferred. When I transferred, they did have an opening in bakery, so I went to apparel. The options they had, I chose apparel. I went back to apparel as a part-time. No, as a full-time. Asha, nilirudi. I was a part-time, but they said they don't want part-time. They want someone who is full-time. Remember, I have a 8-month-old. By that time, COVID is there. No school. They were doing virtual learning. But my baby was so calm. She could sleep all day. She was so good. So I was like, oh, let me go full time because my baby sleeps all day. And then the distance from my home to my work was 6 minutes. During my breaks, I go home and I check on the baby. You see that? So Shiko was at home. She was learning at home. So she was listening at the baby and we could communicate. How is the baby? She's still sleeping. Oh, narudi job nafanya kazi. By the time she's awake, it is my lunchtime. I go home. I breastfeed the baby. I wash her. I bathe her. Nakaacha tu kanalala tu. So that's how I survived. Now, when the school resumed, wajiko ataangalia wapi? I had to jipanga. That's when I went night shift. Because I have to look after my baby during the day and then I have to work during the night. By that time, we were now planning to buy our second home. Munaona, hatupumuziki, ni usiku mchana, job. So when the kids went back to school, I switched to night shift. Now, the department I was working, apparel, they don't do night shift. They close at 10 or 11. So night shift, it is either you become a stalker or you do maintenance. Stalking, I have back problem. Remember, nimetoka maternity. Mimi na ushaide wangu, and then nikuja hapa, I start stalking, my back will break. Stalking is not a joke. You do the pallets, you pull those pallets, you stock the shelves, the top shelf una barara hivi, the bottom one you bend. It's a lot of work. So I said I want maintenance. The work for maintenance is cleaning. So this cleaning job, Christine, that I was telling you I was doing cleaning is at Walmart. Okay? So I was cleaning those Walmart bathrooms. Yes. If I was a Walmart in nimezisugua. And then during the day, I was doing Uber. Deliveries. But I was doing with my baby at the back of on her car seat. You have to look for that extra $1. Hapa na hapo nyumba ndio hiyo imeenda. Guys, anyway, taniacha mambo mingi. So Christine, the cleaning job, it does not need any training. You train as you clean at work on the floor. The best thing with this is that Walmart still is not 24 hours. Since COVID, they close at 11. So whenever we are doing our cleaning, no clients, no customers, it's only the workers. So that's why you didn't see anybody coming knocking on those bathrooms when I was cleaning. Sometimes you go there, it was the best. That is the easiest job actually. I was beating the stalkers. The stalkers wamebebana na mapallet. Mtu ako kwa pallet ya 3 ana stock. Mimi niko tu hapa na kalini kangu ka mop na ka bucket. As you say, it was easy money, yes, but I was spending sleepless nights, Christine, trying to make that work. So my advice is, if you work at Walmart, night shift, go do maintenance. Sugua choo. Sugua choo, Kashiko. Yes. All right. So I have answered your question, Kristen. I hope so. Ate Anthony Jenga nyama chama joint kama ngaba. I'm sure you know that. Yes, I know. Ngaba. Wui. Usinikumbushe. Jude Wajiko, Seattle, Texas. Which would you advise someone interested in health care? Health care. If you want to be a caregiver, or CNA, go to Washington. In Texas, they don't. I'm not okay. Let me not give bad information, but mimi naonanga watu wa caregiver wote wanaenda Washington. If you got to do caregiver like Shiko, there are many opportunities. Can I update my host address? After filling the DS260, you can update, you can let them unlock for you, but I don't see anything. You can still update during the interview, and you can also update or change during at the point of entry when you arrive in the US. About renting a house, can you advise someone to immediately rent a house instead of a 3-bedroom apartment after leaving the host place? Okay, renting a house, it has many conditions than renting an apartment, because you need if you don't have a credit, because you don't have, of course, because you are new, they need like 2 or 3 months deposit. But for apartment, it is only 1 month, most of the apartments. So hakuna haja iwende kwa nini, there is no need, doesn't make sense. You pay like 3 months or 3 times deposit, and maybe you don't have. It is better you start from apartment and then you progress. Okay, history ya watoto na Fins. At Fins, can I come with my kid as a single mom? No kids are accommodated at Fins. At the moment, maybe later when, we don't know when, but at the moment, watching from Liberia. Thank you so much, Chris. Hizi comments zinajirudia. Yeah, I think I have tackled the question, because the ones that I can see zinajirudia. Janet Nyakarura, woi mwadhanika, imeniuliza gani? Let me try to see if I will see it here. Janet Nakarura. Child of the Most High, tell us about private schools. Is it affordable? Kama hutaki mtoto aende public. Hey, hutaki aende public? Wow. If you don't want them to go to public, then you can afford to take them to private. For me, I don't know anything to do with private schools, so let me not try to talk about it. I have never even thought about taking my kids to private school when we have public schools free of charge. So mambo ya kukua affordable na private, I don't think zinaanguka kwa the same statement. I have never even googled about how much they charge. So let me just pass that question. Wait, ate watu wakikuja hapa US huwa wanakaa more than 5 years, lakini wewe ulikaa less than 5 years. Nini ilikufanya ukuje sijanyita your question. Josie Gakuo. For someone earning 300K in Kenya, is it worth to move? 300 in Kenya per month, that's a good money. Where if you come to the US and you earn minimum wage, you'll be making this. You'll be making around this money. But the best thing is here you can even do 2 jobs. You can even start your whatever, your business. In Kenya, you will earn this 300 and then you pay rent, you pay school fees, because person earning 300K in Kenya, his kids are in group of schools or academies, right? So at the end of the day, you are left with like 100, right? For me, I can say if you have kids and you earn like 300 in Kenya and you have kids, young kids, don't hesitate, come over. You'll be making like this and times 2. And although your money will be going to other bills, which you still pay while back home, but here's so many opportunities even for your kids. Okay. Yeah. Yes, I am back to Christine's comments, so I have answered those ones. Full time, there is someone here asking. Full time goes for 8 hours. Yes, you can be working 8 hours, 5 days a week. Full time is something to do with 40 hours a week. So you can work 8 hours, 5 days. You can work 10 hours, 4 days, so long as you are hitting 40 hours a week. It also depends with the job, because I think in Amazon they do like 10 hours. In Walmart they do 8 hours. I don't know if in Amazon they do 8 hours. Yakadura, I have seen your comment. Here you go. Tell us about your lowest moment or some challenges that hit you low, kindly. Guy. Okay, there is one I said on a video when we were rained on, when I was getting my kids from school, we were walking, the rain came, the Texas weather I just told you. It was summer in the morning and then it became to spring came in the afternoon and we were rained on. There was nowhere we could get a shelter. I had my Kaian at the back, Oye, Shiro and Zeri here with their backpacks. We were rained on, tulinyeshewa kama kuku. Hiyo nililia tu. And then there is another time, guy, niseme ama nisiseme? We, Jakadura haki umenikumbusha wapi? Let me just kupitia tu. So in 2020, March 21st, I remember very well, I was 7 months pregnant and we had gone to see our house, our first house. It was like about the last tour and then we finalized. And I was, the excitement that I could be having, it was not there. I don't know. I thought it was, maybe it is this pregnancy. It is not making me feel excited or anything. So we saw the house, the last tour, and we went home. As we were going home, there was a friend of ours who had one green card and he was processing his visa. So we were talking on Facebook. And you know that the excitement and it was not there. So we went home. I remember it was on sijui ilikuwa date gani, but I was going to work in the afternoon. Went home. I was planning to prepare my lunch, githeri and some potatoes. And as I was busy peeling the potatoes, Baba Shiro had a phone call. He picked the phone call and went outside. So mimi tu niko tu hapa tu nimeboekana hivi. The kids some are sleeping, some are there awake. I think Ian was awake. Shiro and Zeri were still sleeping. It was around 11 a.m. So he came inside. He came back to the house and he looked at me. Nikamuliza Kareke, ni nini? and he told me, nyumba itu eheire. Our house is burnt or got burnt. Now, I was like, nyumba itu yahia. Oi, Janet, mnikumbusha wapi guys? We. Okay, tuache hizo story. Tuache tu. We. Tuache, let us edit those stories, please, because even now I have not come to terms into what transpired, but that was there. That was it. Not the house that we were to buy. Remember, it is the house back in Kenya. The house that we left back in Kenya. Hiyo ndio nilichomeka. Na nimeachia hiyo story hapo. Please, tusiendelee. Nisikue emotional. Haya. Catherine Maina, Wajiko unani nice. I feel like you do like okay. Wajiko. Maybe you are called Wanjiko. Kaya nimejaribu ku. Kai. Ya Karura umenirudisha wapi yaki my sister? Yeah. Masajorage mpaka ate Shiko, please answer this question ya Janet ya Karura. I just answered her. I just answered. So you're ananiuliza aje? Engineer, how do you kill a lot of blacks? Any advice? Guys, I'm not the right person to ask this question. Daniel, ukuje Kenya in less than 5 years. Yeah, I went to Kenya in 2021. That was 3 years after. Yeah, 3 years since I came to America. And the reason why I came to Kenya is because for that story I was telling you, because I had to see with my eyes that it really happened. And I have never talked about it. Hata sijui nimeongelelea nini leo, but Ngai no mwega ari ogitini. Well, Frida, wow. You are going for your naturalization interview next week. Give me some tips. Oh my goodness. Oh, congratulations. It is nothing hard. It is nothing hard, Frida. Naturalization interview, it is what you filled in that N400 form. So go through it. Notice, although the question is, if you are doing the 5-year rule, if you are maybe been a permanent resident for the last 5 years, whatever you filled there, it is something very straightforward. If you're not going through marriage, the 3-year rule, my sister, you don't have a lot of stress, because those who go through marriage, you have to show for sure this person who is marrying you or who gave you the status is really your husband. Okay, so if you are just like green card and then you transition to naturalization, my dear, you got it. It's very, very easy. You will feel it very, very easy. Nothing to worry about, my sister Frida. I will get back to you. Nitakuja back and then I will get back to you, or you can send me an email. Send me an email here. Tell me naturalization. Just highlight there so that I can get back to you as fast as possible. Anthony, huwezi fanya kazi more than 8 hours for 6 days, like you fanya 12 or more hours a day. If they are giving overtime, you can do. Teresa, I see you. How is it like to give birth in the US and Africa? Oh my goodness, you can't compare. There is a video I did about how I gave birth in America. Tessa, up on YouTube, search Shiko Hope giving birth. That video will pop up. You will watch it and you will see how it is. At a child of the Most High, unataji daycare how much per week? Haya. Child of the Most High, way like 20,000 Kenyan shillings per week per child and more. Ivamombi, I see you, my sister. How are you? Richard Nyakundi, pole sana Shiko. I'm sure ni watu walichoma wivu is real, but your God is still awake. Yes, that's why I'm telling you I'm safe in America than in Kenya. All right. How long can it take to bring my parents? Join military. When you join military, you get citizenship. After citizenship, you petition for your parents. Okay? So joining military is one way to fasten or to quicken your citizenship, and also to petition for your parents and your siblings. You anasema ati she can't get me. Check your device volume. Janet Nyakaruda, I'm sorry to remind you those times. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. You reminded me back, but 3 years down the line, we can see the glory of God. Yes. Shiko, please tell me, how long should one stay in the US before they can return back to their country? As who? As a visitor? As a permanent resident? As a student? Or as who, Susan? As a who? Joseph, I say, Shiko, what happened to the WhatsApp group? Yeah, mingling. I have been emailing you, but no feedback. The singles group, I was adding people to the group and they were leaving. So I surrendered. I think nitatuma link kwa wenye wana join, but then itaigia mpaka watu wenye wameoa. Okay. Guys, tumaliza hizi story 3 hours live. Nipigieni makofi. Thank you so much for watching today's live. Today I was to give you my experience, and so far there are some comments I'm not reading. If it is to do with DV and whatever, my mind right now is not in DV. My mind right now is not in those processes. We may tune to Shiko Hope journey. That's why I'm not reading anything to do with DV. Yes, the next live session will do DV. The next videos, the next lives will be do DV. But today, it was Shiko Hope's 5 years in the US. Yes. Dorothy, you are saying Huna Mengi, just asking to remember me and my family in prayers. I believe I will be DV 2024 winner in the mighty name of Jesus. Amen. All the best, everyone. Today is date 11. Let me see how many weekends before the results are released. Tunahesabu sahi. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 more weekends, and the 8th weekend we'll be here celebrating the lucky ones. I can't wait for that day. I can't wait to get those DV winners who will be selected this year. And in the next, this is DV 2024. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 2029, you'll be celebrating your citizenship. Imagine. You're watching Shiko Hope right now, but in 2029, you'll be celebrating your citizenship. Say amen. Say amen. Continue keeping hope alive, trying every time. Even if you'll not be lucky this year, try again next year and again and again. Try other pathways, try Canada, try UK. Any opportunity that comes, try, give it a try. You might be saying you want to go to Germany, and maybe God has destined you will go to Australia. So any opportunity that comes, try. Give it a trial. And God always have good plans for us. At Shiko, I heard someone saying about open visa and closed visa. Is this type of visa available in US? I have never heard something about open and closed visas. Maybe see a US. Please bring us DV testimonies. Okay, those people who are coming here to testify, they come here and they got culture shock. And before they put themselves together, miaka imesonga. So those who will be willing to come share the testimonies, I'm very, very ready and available. But some, when they come here, they get some character development, 1, 2, 3. Because it's live. Character development is really, it is everywhere. So once they come to me, they want to share their testimonies, I'll definitely do it. Okay. Please link with Ibrahim Onami and interview him. Hey, hiyo inaweza kuwa moto, si ndio? Kumbe wewe sio Samabane. I was waiting for another video of you coming to Kenya this year. I might come to Kenya, I might not this year. I might come, I might not. Catherine, I want her to know about the affidavit of support for a single mom placed during the interview. It doesn't matter whether you are a single mom or not, an affidavit of support is required for everybody. So let your host provide it. Atashiko explain kiasi, how can you petition for your siblings if you are in Maju? Yes, an American citizen can petition for his or her siblings. There is a form called Form I-130. That's where you can petition for your relatives back home. Go through that form, Sugar Kent, and you'll know how to go about it. But this is only for the US citizens. Shiko, how long can one stay in US after the green card win before they return to their home country? You can, after you win green card, you come to the US, and if you want to go back, you wait for your green card, then you can go back to your country anytime you want. Yes, but remember, if you want to go back to your country, don't stay longer than 6 months, and not somewhere. On this particular date, I exited US. I went back to the US on this particular day. Keep those records. When you'll be filling your citizenship form N400, you will have to highlight, this day I went to Kenya, this day I went to Mexico, this day I left US, this day. You have to have those records with you. Yes. I'm telling you, because even where you have been living, make note of those dates. I was living in this address from this time to this time. Just take notes, because maybe you will be filling the N400 form na hautakumbuka where you have been living, and your form will not go through. If you have been jumping from one host to another host because this host did not do this to you, take note of those dates. Take note of those dates where you have been living. What happens if someone wants to bring someone who wants to come to visit and doesn't know English at the interview? You have to have an interpreter, and also on the DS-160, you have to note there you will need an interpreter. Okay? 7 weeks and a few days to DV 2024 results. Yes. Shiko, would you advise someone to relocate their kid from a prestigious high school in Africa to a school in the US? Yes. Do you see that prestigious high school in Africa? That is a public school in America. That is a public school in America. Yeah, unaita prestigious. In America, it is a public school. No, sio. Jerry. What do you want? Someone is calling you? Kidogo tu guys, Ian is here. Chana na huyu kwanza. Niko live. Yeah, I'm live. Get something to eat, okay? Yeah. Yes, this is what I was telling you. A prestigious school in Africa is a public school in Africa, in America. One last question. This is from Koi. One last question. Can one be selected in the course of the month after May? Kama umeshapata na selected. Like 10 years ago, there used to be a second selection, but not anymore. Even the ones who are selected, the first selection, not all of them make it to for the interview. So because many people now are following up, and like 10 years before when people are applying and they were not following up. So many visas were left unissued, so they had to do another second selection. Nowadays, even the ones who are selected, not everyone gets the chance to get to the interview. If we can go back to DV 2022, the ones that their fiscal year ended in September last year, not all of them made it to the US. Even in the group that we were with, not all of them made it to the promised land. Who is that? Favor is awake, Yan is awake. Guys, we have to edit this live. I go and attend to my kids. Situ nini? Sutumalizie. Eddie Vigendo, Shiko, now you have got your citizenship. Si uni petition me ni come. Imagine you have to petition your siblings. They have to go there and show they are really your siblings. Their moms and their dad's names must marry with your information. You can't career. Ate bring huku US. Ui. Aki, Shiko, prestigious schools kama Alliance Girls in home country, Kenya. Yeah, those are the public schools here in the US, my sister. Mase Moteru, ate no, sio. You can't live. Oh, yeah. Alex. Shiko, I need a host. Why don't you reply on WhatsApp? Can you WhatsApp this number? +254 115 411 314. Another thing, guys. I sent you link to join the WhatsApp groups. People join the WhatsApp groups and then they get my number, my personal number, and they call me direct. They call me on WhatsApp. This week I have blocked like 10 people. I'm sleeping. It is 2 a.m. Nasikia simu inaita, calling. It is WhatsApp call. I text that person. I'm telling that person I'm asleep. WhatsApp. They keep on calling. Mimi na block. Na Mugu anabaki kuwa Mugu. Na Shiko Hope anabaki kuwa mbaya. So, guys, WhatsApp is the only way to go. And I get a lot of WhatsApp messages. Sometimes I just, you can't go through everything. I have like 20 groups and everybody there is talking. So there is no way I can afford to go through all the group chat and everything. And then these people calling me, they keep on calling, I block. Na nikikupiga block tu ujue mimi sina ubaya, nataka tu my peace nilale. And Mugu anabaki tu kuwa Mugu. Alex, you see this career, this number here, or you can send me a WhatsApp. Not a WhatsApp, an email. Hope Shiko01 here. Here. Tell me it is Alex. On the email, indicate Alex. interview. I'll get back to you after this live. Okay? Because yours is urgent. I got so many emails, so many WhatsApp inboxes, Facebook inboxes. Na sasa kama saa hii I'm living here, I'm going to attend to my kids. So mambo ya simu nitaweka kando mpaka maybe later around 4. So you have to understand. But that's why I opened an office in Nairobi. Call them, visit them anytime. We are open Monday to Saturday, 8 to 5, and you will be assisted there. Joseph Chola, if your company hosts me, do you offer affidavit of support? We used to offer, but right now we are not in a position to. You look for someone to give affidavit of support, and we give the hosting and accommodation services. Alex, you have my Texas number. If you have my Texas number, WhatsApp me right now. Tell me it is Alex, and I will get back to you. Now, before I edit this career, and then I get back to you, because after this, in the next 4 hours, sitakuwa na simu. I am disciplined. Whenever I'm doing my things with my kids, naweka simu chini. All right, guys. Tumaliza hii live. I'm also hungry. It is 12. We started this around 9. God keep you. May you all have a good night. May all your dreams come true. Inawezekana in Jesus' name. Before you go, we have an office in Nairobi, Fins Abroad Services. That is where we are ready, waiting to serve you. Come to us for immigration consultation, anything to do with green card, anything to do with visit visa, anything to do with student visa, anything to do with hosting and accommodation. Visitors at Sava Road. We are located along Sava Road, in Sava Road Trade Center building. You see where the Molo Line Shuttle offices are. That's where the entrance is. Those stairs will take you to that floor, room number 315, and then you'll see a big banner there written Fins Abroad Services. Come to us and we are ready to help you achieve your dream abroad. Tunaanzia hapo. We start with you from application of green card. This year application we are doing from Fins Abroad. We do a green card application there. We work with you through the whole process. NEC verification, marriage certification, all those. Until you arrive to the US, we host you, we take you to your job interviews, we guide you through the life in America as you start. We hold your hand from the start until you land, and you na ujisimamie na miguu yako, si ndio? Because it is possible. We will help you achieve your dream abroad. And this journey, it is a journey of sacrifice. You'll have to sacrifice your kids. If you want to come, we host, you have to sacrifice your kids for some 3 months or 4 months, and then you put up their foundation, solid foundation. You go get them, now ukuje and you thrive. So everything you have to sacrifice. We don't host kids. And many people are like, Shiko, mimi ni single mother, niko na mtoto. Yes, but hosting kids is a lot of responsibility to us, and we can't guarantee that we are going to take care of you and take care of your kids. No, that's why you have to sacrifice for some few months, and then you get them and you live happily after ever. Yes, it is just a matter of time. Those people who goes to Qatar, to Saudi, to Kuwait, they leave their kids for 2 years. You are not leaving them for 2 years. You are just leaving them for 3 months. So weigh your options and know what works well for you. That is a question many people have been asking, even in the comment section. No kids. We are not hosting kids at the moment. Yes. And what else? I wanted to put clear. Yeah, we are hosting only in Texas. the greater Dallas area. It can be Princeton, it can be McKinney, it can be anywhere in Dallas area. We are not yet going out of state, maybe later or in a few years to come or in a few months to come. We don't know what God has in store for us. Another thing is we are not offering affidavit of support, but there are some people who might be willing to offer the affidavit of support. So get in touch with us. We might connect you with someone who might be helping, or maybe you can get it from a friend, and maybe you can just okay. And not all embassies are asking about this affidavit of support. Not every embassy that asks about it. Those ones who have been working and interviewing in Gulf, they are not asked about this. Even the neck verification, most of them are not asked. But our Nairobi embassy, they are asking about affidavit of support. Most of the South Africa, I don't know more about Ghana, but anything to do with the Middle East, they are not asking about the affidavit of support. And if they are doing, not for everybody. Anything I want to clarify here about hosting? Yes, you start the process with us in Nairobi office, and then when you come over here in the US, now the office in the US takes over. And that is how now we are going to help you do your social security, get green card, work application, work whatever. Yes, and we keep going. We are going to create a good and a big community here in the US for those people who are coming through things. So far, so good. We thank God and we wish you all the best. Walale salama. Have a good night. Have a good evening. Wherever you have a good day if you're in the US. Akina Koiwa Kamau, I don't know what is your time over there. Every time, everything you do, always remember that it is possible, it is doable, and God has a final say for each one of us. Na inawezekana, but the road is not smooth. Don't think the road is smooth. Inawezekana, yes, but the road is not smooth. Has valleys, has bumps, have rivers you have to cross, have to spend sleepless nights, you have to spend many days thinking about one thing. If you happen to win green card or to get selected, now your mind will shift from thinking about what you are thinking now to thinking about green card until your fiscal year ends. Whether you'll get a visa or not, you'll be caged in that pain. And that is one of the mental effects of this green card thing. So hakuna kitu mzuri na hakuna kitu mbaya. It is only the way you see it and the way you perceive it, right? Those people who are waiting for the year 2 NLs DV 2023, keep waiting. I understand Nairobi Embassy issued 2 NLs up to case number 13,000. We are still faring so much behind 13,000, and those who are to be interviewed in April, things are not working that good, but we hope for the best. They might increase the intakes or the issuance of the 2 NLs. They might increase like the way they did last year with DV 2022. They were issuing 2 NLs in like weekly, and that was towards the end of the fiscal year, which was not a good thing. Actually, many people are inconvenienced, but it is better to get a 2 NL than to not to get at all, right? Yes. Niachani hizi mambo za green card. Tupatane Saturday. Let me see the date. Kai nisiwaambie Saturday alafu ni fail. Leo ni 11, Saturday it will be the 18th. Okay, yes. Let's meet on Saturday on a live session. I might schedule it before or I might not, like today. So we have a date. If anything changes, I'll let you know. But let's meet on Saturday for another live session. Now to go more and to work more about the DV. Today I was a bit selfish. I was dedicating this life to myself. But from next week, Katambe, sindio? Bye bye. God keep you. Inawezekana. Yes. Kwaherini.